Uh, Let me give a look to see how the stream is going. Excellent connection. I have some videos here on the side separated to do a react. Let me open one of them.
Hey.
This one is the first one. This here is this. It's gonna be the last video that I gonna watch today. It's 1 hour long. It's kinda long. But someone recommended and I have the time, so I don't mind watching. But it's kinda long. I just opened it to get the link, but it's as if I have watched it, but I have not. Okay, I have this game on my. I'm gonna start recording, but first I think I'm gonna get something to drink before starting. Oh yeah, let me put in the description the guy that the credit. Wait, okay, I think that's it. Let's see if it goes, if it saves. I put on the description. Let me open here on. Let me open the. Live. It's as if it don't count. Wait a little, let me. What the hell? I guess I gave too much space. Nice. Now it's right. I think I have a monster on my refrigerator. I think I'm gonna get it. It's a taste that I never tried. Wait a little. I at least I decided to not drink Monster. I'm gonna wait for the coffee. My mom is making some coffee, so I think I prefer to wait for the cup to the coffee to wait for the coffee and not drink a Monster Energy. It's a new taste. I never drank it. It's one Mexican thing. I forgot the name now. But there is those skeletons, is Mexican skeletons, you know. Okay, let me. Okay, and now gonna start recording. Okay, let me see if the audio is alright. Teste. There is something. Teste. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's okay. It's alright. Now I gonna start recording. Oh, hello. If you're watching this video, the link to the original is on the description. If you can open a new tab and let it play muted and give the original creator his likes, it would be very nice. And if you like my video, please give a like, comment something, and subscribe. Okay, let's go with Deep Rock Galactic. I have this. It's one more game that is on my wish list. There is been having a promotion on games these days. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it because there is other games that I think I'm gonna give it priority, but it's one of the games that is it's on my wish list. Okay, I gave you a like. Now let me make it bigger and the audio in 50, 60. I think that's okay.
Hey people, Seth here. Why do we mine? What compels us to seek out the deepest and darkest of holes and make them even
deeper? Iron, gold.
Deeper. Is it the fat riches, the lack of bitches? I'll tell you, it's in our nature as men, as short king of bitches. I'll tell you, it's in our nature.
A couple of kids just dug this deep hole at the beach and it just keeps attracting a ton of the boys.
Our nature as men, as short kings. We crave violence.
Let's go.
We crave alcohol. We crave that mineral.
Dwarf. I almost was a dwarf too. I thought about making my character a dwarf, but I think I stayed on the monkey because I like monkeys. I like apes and monkeys, and I thought it would be a little funnier, I guess, because at any moment I can just where I want. When something is happening, I can just stop thinking and start screaming. those are that type of goats that I remember watching Animal Planet. I'm not sure now, but I remember watching something about them that they go up in the mountains like crazy.
cravings, then I want you to sign on with Deep Rock Galactic. We've got danger, darkness, and dwarves. Deep Rock is easily the best
But I
cooperative
like
game
dwarves.
I've ever played, and like it or not, I'm going to tell you about it. So sit
And I
back,
already
relax,
have this,
and have a beer.
this
But
game
so
on my
help me
wish list,
God,
so
if you order a fucking Leaf Lovers, I'll throw you in that hoop myself. Put yourself in our shoes. We want more gold, but
Yes.
child labor can only get you so far. When the planet itself resists your advances, the mines go dark, radio's silent, and
the
children
only
onto milk.
person that I watched playing this game was Muy. It was because of her that I put on my wish list the game.
Cartons. How do we deal with such a hostile work environment? We send in the dwarves. You play as one of 4 combat miners, sent into the most dangerous
Combat
planet in the
miners.
galaxy to get rich or die trying. But the planet hasn't exactly laid out a landing strip for you. Much like the great United States of America, the
Holy
entire
shit.
planet
What the fuck is
laid
this
out a
for-
landing
for the-
strip for you. Much
What
like
is
the
that?
great United States of
Manifest Destiny photo and the engines being made it wrong.
America, the entire planet is our property. It just needs a little pesticide. So you'll need to work together, get the job done, and most importantly, leave no dwarf behind. Unfortunately,
Let's go.
this is not reflected
I like
in company
this.
policy.
I like this brotherhood thing. I think it maybe it's something that I want to do on my channel. Like I want to do a brotherhood of monkeys. You know, ape strong together.
Good luck out there. Here at Deep Rock Galactic, we love our essential workers, classes. Every self-respecting mining operation needs a digger.
Huh. A what?
My mistake. That's your word, my digger. He's got all the equipment you need to dig those holes. Here's
Nice.
my build. Full freeze gun. EPC built for thin containment field.
Looking
That may
nice.
sound like a shitty condom brand, but I assure you, it's essential. Next, the satchel charge. Why'd I take damage over ammo? Because this build isn't for mining. It's for killing scouts.
What the
A good
fuck?
scout is like a good wife, seen and not heard. This is because scouts have 2 things, a flare gun and an ego. So while you are
They have
blindly
an ego?
fumbling around in the dark, your scout has just quantum tunneled into another area code and directly into a cave leech. This is widely considered to be a violation of the NAP, so you're well within your rights to deploy the MAP, Minor
What the
Attracted
fuck?
Projectile. Dwarves have a lot in common with babies. They're small, clumsy, always drinking, and no matter how well you childproof everything, they can always find a way to kill themselves. The engineer is Deep Rock's equivalent of bubble wrap.
There is a game about that. That is 2-person game, I think. One is the parents and the other is the baby, and you have to try to kill yourself.
Forms help your team reach high places and cushion their inevitable falls. That is, if you equip the upgrade. High caliber sentry turrets protect your children
Turrets.
from the jaws of
Nice.
wandering pit bulls. However, these aren't your everyday pitties. This one charged headfirst into a burning building to heroically bite one last child. I could
the fuck?
extend this metaphor by calling the wardens pit mommies, but I already made that joke. The gunner, depending on who you talk
What
to,
the
the
hell?
gunner is either a real
This-
man's job for
this
the
hair-
bravest among us, or a real boring job. Yawn. Whoa.
It's boring?
Nice zipline, nerd. Oh wait, I'm getting a call. It's the
There's
old
a
folks
digger,
home.
a
Hey,
scout, a
one
gunner. And what is the fourth one? I don't
for mobility
remember
lifts
anymore.
back. Real talk, if you use your own zip lines in combat, please format
But
your
you're
hard
gonna
drive.
since-
You are a
since fun,
tank.
I
Your
think?
job is to
Is a
soak
tank.
up aggro. You have a
Okay.
shield. You have a gun. You have 2,000 rounds
the
of depleted
fighter.
uranium. Please
Yeah, by the name?
use them. That was a joke. Here at Deep
No?
Rock, we love our green beards.
Okay.
If you hear anyone talk like that, bully them. They want you to play it safe. Call them a leaf lover. I don't care if we're on stage 3 of
Leaf
an elite
lover.
deep dive. I am going to C4 of a scout. Are they mad at you for not using your platforms? Send them a booster seat to hell. They want you to stop committing friendly fire? Tell them, don't worry, I have friendly, when you know damn well that in fact you do not. One of the facts of life is that you don't get what you pay for. Netflix has an impressive catalog, but hides them depending on your location, and then hikes up the price anyway. Now, you could just cancel and admit defeat, or use ExpressVPN like me and get everything you actually paid for. Believe it or not, what's available to you on Netflix in Germany is completely different to what's available to someone in East Germany. Now, my issue is very particular. I need orc content, and I need it now. Skyrim mods can no longer satisfy my Tolkien desires, and so I've arrived now. Skyrim mods can no longer satisfy my Tolkien.
Christopher, my son, did I tell you the story of Shelob? You know, the monstrous spider descended from the village, from the vile Ungoliant, which are used to read aloud in your Oxford meetings of the Inklings. What the fuck is this? Transform a totally hot baby, all pale and dark, and one like Rebecca even whole. Okay.
Desires, and so I've arrived at this dark crossroads in life. I must watch She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Unfortunately, it's banned in Saudi Arabia, but with
This
just one
was-
tap of a button, ExpressVPN lets me
never
change my
watched it,
location
but
to the USA,
I saw a
where
bunch
it
of
isn't. Unfortunately,
some
as a
videos
fan
about
of
it.
domestic wrestling, Rick and Morty isn't available on US Netflix, but once again, just a click of a button, and as far as Netflix can tell, I'm a Japanese salaryman, and I can freely watch this to my heart's content. ExpressVPN has over 90...
I think I have watched Rick and Morty only the 3 first seasons, the 3 or 4. I don't remember right now. I think it was one of the 2 that I stopped.
countries to choose from. So every time I run out of things to watch, I just switch to another and unlock a whole new library. And it's not just for Netflix. You can use ExpressVPN to unlock shows for other streaming services as well. I use it to watch Planet Earth on BBC iPlayer, which is region locked to the UK. But by using ExpressVPN, I can reap all the benefits of being in Britain without the risk of getting stabbed. ExpressVPN works on any of your devices. Securely connect with a single click without slowing your connection. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too, but with arbitrarily geo-locked streaming services, I absolutely can. Why restrict yourself to the content of a single country when you could be receiving the content of every continent instead? By visiting expressvpn.com/Seth or clicking the link in the description box below. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video.
Too much.
But enough fun. Why are we here? For real. We're here to mine because we're miners, and I love miners. Sorry, it wasn't me. It was a gold plate.
By the you had to do that joke, I guess.
Button. Continuing on. The terrain is 100% destructible and filled to the brim with precious minerals. Mine the minerals, dump a fat load inside of Molly, and make it home safely. Actually, scratch that last part. The minerals are top priority. If you want to come home, that mission better be finished. Oh, I'm sorry, you ran out of ammo? Well, we're not sending you a single bullet until you mine enough nitra to pay for it yourself. Each level is procedurally generated based on its biome.
So at the end of the day, you are a slave to the corpo. But you still have your brothers by your side to fight.
From the lovely sandblasted corridor and fungus bog to the extremely safe and fun hollow bow and magma core. Remember, we can never dig too deep. Any cave can be conquered. Your team has all the tools they need, but they work best with teamwork. You either dig together or dig your own grave. Sadly, the average gamer would rather sacrifice their teammates for one sick frag. So allow me to deliver a crash course directly into your silky smooth brain matter. First off, hold control to use your laser pointer. Use it to ping gold chunks, goo sacks, and mushrooms. Remember to destroy sus shrooms that don't give a correct voice line. This is essential for team unity and annoying management.
Mushroom, shut it. Get back to work.
What
Second,
the fuck?
rock and stone. There is no inappropriate time for rock and stone. However, it is a serious social faux pas to not salute. Remember, if you don't rock and stone, you ain't coming home. Speaking of faux pas, double dipping. These bars show how much ammo your team has. One serving of resupply gives 50% of your max ammo. There's 4 servings on each pod. Divide by 4 dwarves to get how many servings you're allowed to have. 1. Never double dip a resupply. Wah, but I need it. That's your problem. Take some ammo upgrades next time. If you really need more ammo, just ask. That's right, Deep Rock players have developed a heretofore unknown form of gamer communication.
Brotherhood.
Manners. If you see R's in the chat, that means ready, as in ready to start the objective or ready to leave. Engineers, if someone pings a mineral, they want you to platform under
But
it.
if I play, I think I will probably play with people on my region. So I don't know if the same thing is gonna apply. Probably there is a chance that people here have a different way of playing, a different culture inside the game. So maybe these tips would not work here. If the server is different or something like that. Probably is South America. It's probably South America server or something like that.
Scouts, make sure your flare game is on point first and foremost. If you see platforms under
So I will
minerals, that's
have to play with the boludos.
your cue to mine it. Gunners. The zipline kinda sucks, not gonna
The same way
lie,
you
but
play
if you
with
shoot them with
boludos
at least a
on
5-degree angle, you'll get a
CS
speed boost going
and Dota.
down. Drillers are true egoists, beholden to none, free to shape the world around them as they please. If someone pings compacted dirt, they want you to drill it, but I don't care what you want. Do it yourself. Actually, let me give you a hand. That was the 4th griefing joke, so
Scouts.
congratulations. Your new employee hazing period is officially over. Welcome
Why he
to the
dislikes
team.
Scouts
Now, let's
so
get to
much?
work. Mission 1, point extraction. Every point extraction squad got the driller, making a schizophrenic network of tunnels that serve absolutely no purpose. Scout, hyper-focusing in a completely different cave system. Engineer, making a Kaizo
engineer,
Mario
okay.
obstacle course that serves zero fucking purpose. Gunner, trying to mine a quarks with zip lines and failing miserably. And of course, the star of the show, a giant fucking pit that every single goddamn quark falls into. Bonus points if it's too steep for zip lines. The driller could fix that for you, but he's run off to some remote corner to huff glue and read Sterner.
The word source is big, and it's about to get bigger.
That's because Jesus Christ is
Digger, Deep Rock fries, and
Oh, I
simulating the life of a
remember hearing
blue-collar
this
worker
song.
without regulatory oversight.
Rescue me! Help!
We work in close proximity to heavy machinery, open flames, and dangerous chemicals.
Nice.
Do we have
Flamethrower?
adequate facial protection? Of course not. A dwarf's greatest pride is his beard.
Yes.
To protect it is to shame his ancestors. And we all know how dwarves handle shame. Fuck OSHA. All my homies be committing occupational safety violations. We don't have
We fucking
handrails.
dwarfs
We have
on this
grind
game.
rails. We don't wear hard hats. We wear odd hats.
Ooh,
Mandatory
sounds
sobriety
nice.
testing? How about mandatory intoxication? This is not a democracy. Not drinking your beer is a kickable offense. So, you've done a lot of missions. Your
Beer
sack is
and
full
birds.
of minerals. What does that get you? Well, not much. Remember to always read the fine print of your employment contract. You're not here to get rich. You're here to make the company rich. Each mission, you'll make just enough to afford exactly 1/2 of an upgrade. So, slowly but surely, you'll amass a veritable arsenal of potential builds.
And
Do you want single
these
pit bull damage
builds,
or large-scale
these-
pit swarm countermeasures? Do you prefer your
look
napalm
nice, the
hot and chunky
characters.
or thick and sticky? Either
I really
way,
like
out
it,
here in the
Dwarf.
cold
I
void
almost
of
was
space,
on.
the affix board can't reach us. This game has a vast
I think
array
it's probably. I think. Let's see. Do I like dwarves more than elves? I think yes. I think in fantasy races, the battle for me, I guess, is between dwarves and maybe Onis. I like Onis too. It's the two type of races of fantasy races that I like, but dwarves are western and Onis are eastern Japanese. But yeah,
of options, enough to make any self-respecting dwarf say, "You call that an upgrade? This has nowhere near the required potential for self-harm. I need something bigger, badder, more dangerous. I want to disable the inertia inhibitors. I want to void the product warranty. I want Overclocks. Overclocks are upgrades that significantly alter the function of your weapons. Need more ammo? Mini shells. Scout not maneuverable enough for you? Special powder. Not enough friendly fire? Fat boy. Wanna do...
Fat boy.
Whatever this is? Well,
the
there's an
heck?
overclock for that too. So, how do you get these overclocks? Optional machine
Overclocks.
challenges and deep dives. Machine challenges are side objectives that can randomly spawn during a mission. Each one is a
Ooh.
fun little
Random.
timed objective. Except Omen. Omen sucks. I do not like Omen. Deep dives are widely considered to be this game's ultimate challenge. It is
Nice.
3 missions, max difficulty, back to back with shared resources. But that's nothing compared to this game's real ultimate challenge. Generally speaking, this community is great, but with a serious mission comes serious gamers. So make sure you check the lobby name. If you see something like Greenbeard's Welcome, Gamers Rise Up, Sneed,
Greenbeards.
or Hot Single Dwarves in your area, cool, very good. Rock and Stone, head right in. However, if you see some shit like level 500 plus only,
Holy
no
shit.
Fat Boy, no TCF, carefully follow these steps. Connect to the lobby. Use their Steam information to track down their
Ooh,
place of
compara.
residence and identity, and then file a fake death certificate with their name. Now, if he gets
What
pulled
the
over,
fuck?
he's fucked. He wants to change jobs, he's fucked. He's lived a long and fruitful life and wants to cash out his social security benefits, he's fucked. Of course, I endorse
Shut
none
this
of this,
stuck.
Your Honor, and the fact that this young man died in a firefight with the IRS, well, I don't see how my video could have caused this, but I digress. This is Deep Rock's equivalent of an endgame. I have over 300 hours, and I still do not have the
300.
RJ250 compound. Please, God, just give it to me. It's all I truly want. In other words, the upgrades are well paced. Each mission gives just enough for you to try something new, be it new weapons, new builds, or new content. When this game came out of early access, I figured, no, that's it, no more updates. I mean, sure, they said they'd keep working on it, but you know how that always goes. Hey
Yeah.
guys, we're a
Look
multi-million
what
dollar...
happened with that that game that was kinda like Battlefield, but with low graphics. I forgot the name. That make a bunch of successes and now it's fell down. I forgot the name.
company, but we can't stop crashes in our flagship
Ooh.
product. Sorry, all our resources are currently tied up stealing breast milk from the company fridge. Here's a messy skin. Deep Rock, on the other hand, said, fuck that. All right, miners, we need you to escort a new piece of heavy machinery, make a pit stop to refuel it, then guard it during a multi-stage wave defense / boss fight as it cracks into the brain of a sentient rock. Why? I don't know. Management wants it. Oh, and you can bring back Dottie's head if you want. We don't care. Just stop unionizing. Oh, that's not fun enough for you? How about skateboarding?
Mine
In
is
point
union.
extraction, you have to pick up some rocks and put them in a mine head. Boring. Lame. In the new on-site refining, you have to locate oil wells, call down a set of pump jacks, then
Ooh.
assemble a set of pipelines that connect to the refinery. While building these pipes, dwarves
the
use the
heck?
same system of ethics that firefighters use for the nozzle. If you ever set it down, even for 1 second, it's gone. And remember, you should never, under no circumstances, ever cross the streams. Got it? Well, I didn't. Welcome to Roller Coaster
What the
Tycoon.
fuck?
This is the opposite of a resume. Consider it my certificate of disqualification from ever joining a Factorio lobby. Despite my numerous emails to the devs to let me murder elves and breed the breeders,
is
they
elves
had a
on the
different-
game?
my numerous
You
emails to the
let
devs to
it-
let me murder elves and
kinda like
breed
a-
the breeders. They had a different idea.
Christmas
Seasons,
elf.
like
Okay.
Fortnite. Seasons are themed updates with way too much content.
there is not
fully
Naruto
covered. The
Fortnite.
first 2 seasons, Rival Incursion and Rival Escalation, could be summarized like so. We may technically own this planet, but according to the UN, sovereignty requires, monopoly over violence. And someone just bought Park Place. Management wants a monopoly over those minerals. So load your weapons, sharpen your picks, and start enforcing our monopoly over
Let's
violence.
go.
Dark fantasies.
Deep dark fantasies. Gotcha mooch.
We are not alone. Something else is out there, lurking in the darkness, prowling, searching for something.
What the hell?
But now everyone's tired of robots. So season 3 is I can't say any of these words
Plague
without getting
infection,
demonetized.
pox.
Rest assured,
What?
it's quite fun. They even added a power washer. Maybe next season we'll be shingling roofs for $2 below minimum wage. But we're not in it for the money. We don't do this because it's easy. Our success comes at a cost. So while you're gulping down your
Nice.
third round, remember to pour one out for
Drill
the
is
fallen,
called
for the dwarves
Garner.
that got us here, for Carl. Then head to
And
bed.
Jeanette.
You'll need the rest because we're doing the exact same thing tomorrow. Rock and stone, brothers. I'll see you in the
Rock and
mines.
stone,
As
brothers.
always, more content
Nice.
to come. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Ooh, it's the end. Okay. If you liked this video, please give a like, comment something, maybe recommend something to watch, I don't know, and subscribe. Bye bye. Okay, I ended this recording. Now let me. I think I'm gonna name the thing. Let me see. I'm gonna name the video. Let me find it. Let me delete the MKV version and that's just the MP4. Now I rename it Deep Rocky Galactic. Deep Rocky Galactic. Galactic. What the fuck? Galactic. Galactic Review React. Okay. The first video of today. Let me see the second video that I have. The link here. Let's see if it's still saved. No, okay, I already put it down. What the heck? Ooh, okay. Now it is on. Another. Opa. It is once from several hours ago. Let me put on my React later. Okay. I think I'm gonna get some coffee before I start this one. And I guess I'm gonna open the other videos and let it. This is the second one from this guy, and there is a recommendation. It will be the last one. It's a 1 hour video. What the heck? Mystery of the Druids. Okay.
You may have
I like the first video that I watched from this guy. The Limbo video. Teste. Oh, it's okay. Sometimes I talk and the audio thing don't go to the yellow, it stays on the green, and I think that my voice is low for some motive. Okay, let me get some coffee before I continue. I got some coffee. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Precise position 60 FPS. But I use Android to do my tracking, so it's not the best. I think the best the ones that people normally use are iPhone 12, I think. Let me just see something here in this side. Okay, it's resolved. Nice. Now I can continue. Let me drink a bit of my coffee. Okay. Gonna start the recording. Hello, hello. Um, the link to the original is on the description. If you can open in a new tab and let it play and give it a like, so we can help the original creator, it would be very nice. If you like my video, please give a like, comment something, and subscribe. Okay? 8 minutes of real live glitch. I think maybe it's glitch from 3D model lives. Let's see how it goes.
まったりしすぎだよ
Toa sama and Kanata-chan. Ooh, the lag. What the fuck?
そんなくつろぐからあったっつっ
Holy. The glitch. Let's see. Holy shit, these three. This Asakoku Hachama streamer. Holy shit. Bro. What a time, what a time.
And in German we say, Auf Wiedersehen.
I did not watch this one.
That's not harmonized, but not
I don't
synchronized,
remember.
but okay, let's try again. One more time. What? Yoda, your face is like about my language. Your face is like tearing up. It's so scary.
Ow, broke.
What? Is it pixels?
Yeah, it's okay now. It's okay. But while we're actually
Okay.
dancing, we probably won't go that far because
What?
it's faster. But just in spirit, think that you're going on your knees
What
on the
the
left
fuck
knee.
is Gura doing?
Kind of, oh my god! Not that low. You don't have to go that low.
She got really low.
No.
ルルヤダミーちゃん
Ooh,
ボタ
Usha.
ンカリオペちゃん
Oh, man.
キュールさんの予定でございます
It's
は
broke.
い絶対見てくださいね見てください
It's broken came back. Bro. I always get sad thinking about her.
長くいくよそうね長くいくよちょっとさこれミョンミョンミョンミョンミョンミョンミョンミョンミョンミョンミョンミョン
And Marine just came back. What the fuck? Ah, Sora?
また落ちちゃった違うね
They die, senpai. She stream for her bed, so sometimes it's always happens to her. Bro, Peco Miko. Do you guys think we will have ever see again? It was one of the best duos. I think it's probably top 3 of Hololive duos. It's duos. I think the number 1 is probably Okakuro. And there is Suisei and Mikochi. Pekomiko was, man, I always miss it. It was nice to watch the GTA thing that they made, because we had a rare Pekomiko moment there when Miko was a I think she was a police. She was police, and Pekora was a bandit, and she called her. So, but these strings, these Pekomiko strings, I kind of miss them. I really like the two of them together. Okay.
大体いろんな人がこうやって見てんの
Oh, oh, oh.
ペコちゃんがいるペコちゃんがいる大丈夫かなちょっと見てみ自信ありあるあるあるってすごい褒めてくれたもんマリこの間
リシャ今おパンツ見えたよ。
エッチ見ないでよエッチマリのエッチ赤いいの赤 Is that the direction you're facing?
She's streaming on Kick now, I think. Only for subs, I guess. If it's better for her. Maybe there is less trolls. The problem is after everything happened, there was too much trolls all the time. And she's kinda crazy, so...
Click on matters.
Holy shit, the two of them
I'll try.
already graduated.
Oh my god, yo, super scary.
I'm scary. No, I don't want to be scary. I don't want to be scary.
Rusha
ど
again.
の女のこと考えてたの
What the fuck?
They just don't have people of my skill level playing right now.
Fauna.
I suppose there's just no one who can match this.
Let's see what the glitch is gonna be.
Online right now, is there?
And it froze.
Oh no! Can I please? I can't be out of batteries so soon! I can't be out of batteries like this! No! Wait!
What the fuck? Ah, that game. What the fuck? Other girls have to play this game and have memorable strings on it. Bro, these three, I remember watching it. So nostalgic, what the fuck? Hachama and Kacho, what the fuck, man? So much memories.
Alright, so today I'd like to conclude the case and I have a verdict to deliver to you guys. So me and the
What the hell is Scully doing?
and the big army council, we came together and we made up. And we came to the conclusion.
Why are you doing? Callie, can you sit still for like 10 seconds?
I'm trying. I can't.
Can we get a seatbelt for Goliath and
I'm trying.
Do you need help?
There we go.
Help.
I'm fine.
Oh,
Okay.
there she goes.
Just
Okay, you guys shall remain.
あれかな、人数さ、多くて重くなっちゃったのかな。
Kanata. Bleaching again. What the fuck?
の笑顔でカナタミサイルが飛んでいますよ。カナタちゃんがすごい小よりちゃんにシェルターみたいなのが動いてるんだけど、顔を何回も見に来てるよ。
Coyote's froze. And Lamb is just an image, I think.
ね、忘れた頃に。あれ、ネリシ来た。なんで
Out of nowhere. Nenechi.
なんで PC のネリシも来るんだよ。
Kali again.
Oh wow, that was not what I wanted to say. What the fuck was?
She tried to do a cabello. Let me see again.
Oh wow, that was not what I wanted to say.
But you just showed her bald head.
No, no, wait a minute. Stop.
一回帰ってくる。はいはいはい。せーの。
What the fuck?
いいんですよ。かわいい。ちょっと待って。
No, well.
なんかこの日はさ、チームリー。
Ah, I remember seeing this one. The audio. It's the audio that
Oh my god, you sounded so.
has a glitch.
Broken.
Your face is broken. Oh my god.
Oh, it's breaking like the breaking it.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's breaking it. Konnichiwa.
Wow, that was such a scary experience.
What happened?
Lona Hime. Ooh! Yeah. Corone and Precora. What the? I think I remember saying seeing this clip. Oh, it's the end, bro. This Mahou Shoujo thing. Two of them, Chloe and Xion, got away. So, okay. If you liked it, please give a like, comment something, maybe recommend, and subscribe. Okay, bye bye. Okay, I ended the recording. Let me rename the video and put 8 minutes of Hololive glitch moments. Okay, so when I go to post it, I know what it is. What next one? Okay, I have watched one video about this. This summer car summer car thing.
You ever change?
Oh, I hope the voice stays. Let me just look at something here on the side really fast. Okay. I have a mic coming. Apple charged the mic, a new microphone. Next month, I guess it gets here. It's supposed to get here day 10, and I will have a much better audio because this mic that I use is a bad mic. It's a hand-me-down mic that I got. It's kind of bad, don't have a good quality really. Okay, let me start the recording. Hello. The link to the original is on the description. If you can open in a new tab and let it play and give it a like to help the original creator, would be very nice. If you like my video, please give a like, comment something, and maybe subscribe. I don't know. I have watched one video of this channel. I think it was probably the first of this summer car thing. And at the beginning I thought it would be about rally races, but it was more about mounting the car, making the car from scrap from the beginning. So it seemed kind of difficult and kind of hassle to play, but it's made for a fun video and it had some really nice moments. Let's go. Getting killed even more in my summer car.
Hello again.
Shit.
Welcome back to Finland.
Yeah, it was on Finland.
The many wonders of Finnish culture: building a rally car, getting very intoxicated, tractor driving, bug, dying of dehydration, hydraulic press channel, dying for pissing on the TV, dying from giant wasps, getting into a bus,
Light
having
of
the bus
shock.
collide with another car.
PC on TV. Oh, I made a mistake. And there was this bug in the bus.
Channel, dying for pissing on the TV, dying from giant wasps, getting into a bus, having the bus collide with another car head-on, getting stuck, preventing your progress, hopping on a motorbike and dying from a rally car smashing into you at 150 kilometers an hour. You know, normal finish stuff. Last video we died a lot of times and made zero progress because every time I died I had to start over.
He made the car start work for some time, but he couldn't do too much because it started making noises and it started stop working
from the beginning. In this video, I've disabled permadeath. Trust me, this was a good idea. Today, we're going to actually build up our rally car and, with some luck, win the rally.
Nice.
Death will not stop us, but it'll
what a
definitely
shock
get in the way.
achievement. There is achievement to dying by shock.
We began back at home, with the car ready for assembly. I got the wheels from the wasp-infested mansion, and the car was built. To get the car running, I had to buy a few more things from town. Of course, the only vehicle I had access to was the slow, not fun, very boring tractor. Normally getting to town would take it about 15 minutes. However, I got into town significantly faster because of this.
Oh shit. And he's dead.
The train. Disabling permadeath was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Because if I had to build the car again, things would have gone down very differently.
It would take too much time to be making for to make a I forgot the word. A not really good gameplay, I guess. Not really good time.
I woke up in the graveyard in town, bought the battery I needed, and pondered how to get home. Our best option was getting a ride from the guy in the green car. My cousin. Pena.
Oh, it works?
This is a man that has nothing better to do than drive along the dirt road at ridiculous speeds, 24 hours a day, one hand on the wheel, and the other on the vodka. Definitely someone I'd like to climb into a car with. Now, if you were being driven home by a raging alcoholic, do you think swearing at him would be a good idea?
No.
Shortly after giving him the finger, he stomped the gas, accelerated to a very high speed, launched the car at 100 kilometers an hour directly into a tree.
Ooh.
And we both died. Maybe swearing at him was not such a good idea, so this time I let him drive me home at a much more reasonable 60 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
But you know what can go a lot faster than 60 kilometers an hour? The F-14 Tomcat from today's sponsor, War Hunter. I mean War Thunder. That's right, boys, the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever.
I never played War Thunder.
2,000 vehicles, tanks, aircraft, helicopters, and oh no. Combined arms warfare. What does that even mean? I have no idea. It's either multiple modes of combat within the same battle space or something to do with Siamese twins. Every single vehicle is detailed. It's either multiple modes of combat within the same battle space or something to do with Siamese.
This fight. Two guys in the same shirt? Siamese? Ah, Siamese twins fight. What the fuck?
Every single vehicle is detailed and modeled down to the smallest detail. Health bars? No. You fool. You idiot. You moron. Every component is deeply modeled. Oh no, my tracks have been shot. Oh no, my turret can't rotate. Oh no. I'm dead. War Hunter, I mean War Thunder, offers the most immersive possible combat experience. And guess what? It's free. Play it now on PC, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, or any previous generation console. War Hunter, I mean War Thunder spans over 100 years of vehicle warfare. Biplanes, gunships, whatever the hell this thing is. Wait, you don't have a joystick to fly the F-14 Tomcat?
Holy shit!
Fucko, you can fly with a mouse. My favorite thing about War Hunter, I mean War Hunter.
Our whole joystick and let me see the name. Joystick and cadeira in English and
chair.
A chair. I don't know why I forgot the name of how to say chair. Sometimes I just forget words out of nowhere.
Is the
a homemade chair to play the game.
Play War Thunder now on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the description, and you'll get a bunch of free stuff, multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and much, much more. What are you waiting for? Download today and fly a $50 million jet directly into the ground.
Holy shit.
Anyway,
Okay.
we
End
were not
of
in
the
fact
ad.
in an F14 Tomcat, but in Penna's green car. I stopped him at the side of the tractor and hopped out to survey the damage.
Is the
To
game
make a very
music
long,
or he
painful
puts
story
his
short,
music?
this tractor
It's not
is a
working
fucking
anymore.
bastard.
Okay.
The very next thing I did was disconnect the tractor from the trailer, which was
Can
a
you
terrible
mount
mistake.
it? Can you dismount and mount again, like you do to the
I
car?
fetched the bike back from home and used it to unflip the tractor with about 10 minutes of finagling.
Ooh, nice.
Now from here you'd think things would be easy, right? I could just simply use the tractor to flip over the trailer and then drive off. Nope. First, I tried lifting the trailer with the fork loader. It didn't work. Shit!
Bro.
I unflipped the tractor again. Yes! And tried ramming it.
Yeah, now. I almost got it.
It didn't work. Stop! No! Oh my god! Another 10 minutes of finagling with the bike and the tractor was unflipped again. What? This time I took things a bit slower, did some maneuvering with the fork loader, and finally got the trailer flipped the right way
Finally.
around. And the tractor flipped over again.
Oh man.
No! Another flip of the tractor and another attempt. I got the trailer completely flat with the help of the tractor and tried bumping it with a beer case to help get the wheels unstuck. What?
And it's on the
And this
side
happened.
again. Oh, oh, oh.
What? This is after 40 minutes of the same bullshit happening over and over.
40
I'd get
minutes?
the trailer flat to the ground,
hell
it
no.
would spring itself back into position, and I'd be back at square one. I couldn't take it. It was time to cheat. I went back home, saved the game, installed the Grab Anything mod, and went back to the scene of the crime.
Ah,
It turns out
installed
this
a mod.
was actually a great idea. When I picked up the trailer, it behaved normally. But when I let it go, it did this.
It's gonna fly. Ooh.
When I disconnected the trailer at the very beginning, it locked it into that orientation at that position, so when I tried to move it, it would force itself back. The only way to unlock it would be to attach it to the tractor, which was not possible with the trailer on its side. So to fix it, I grabbed the trailer, oriented it the right way round, and stuck it to the tractor.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Finally.
It worked. Back home, it was time to continue building the Satsuma,
Bro.
which I'd managed to get running only for one
How
of its
does
pistons to
work?
commit die and fire itself out of the engine.
And the
I replaced the piston
motherfucker
and
works
head
for
gasket,
some
fired
time
up the
and
car
then
again,
stop
and took her for another test
stop
drive.
working again. Ooh, fire.
Well, shit. Turns out the piston firing itself out of the engine also destroyed the oil pan, and the engine had no oil in it. No oil is bad. I didn't know that the oil pan had a hole in it. All I had done was check the dipstick, which read no oil, so I tried adding an entire bottle of motor oil, which went through the engine and out of the pan onto the floor. Well done. After fixing the oil pan and adding another bottle of motor oil, the car did indeed work just fine. The car worked, but my feeble little brain did not. To test the car, I decided against driving it and instead just revved the engine a bit. Enough to get the water in the radiator hot enough to where it exploded.
Something is gonna
Oh,
go wrong.
me,
What the
being a
fuck?
bit of an idiot and wanting to get a better look, switched off the engine and unscrewed the cap, which, let me remind you, had a bunch of superheated steam underneath it.
Ooh, another death.
Yep.
Ah,
I'm a fucking
he
idiot.
just got
Now,
blind.
the car could run, which is all great, but if I wanted to win the rally race in this thing, I would need to substantially
has to go
upgrade it.
fast.
Better tires, better wheels, a better
Yeah.
engine, better exhaust, proper racing seats, nitrous, the list goes on. To get these upgrades, we would need money.
And
Lots
how
and lots.
can
of
you
money.
work on this game?
And me?
I still did not see
Well, I
him,
was broke.
working.
In my summer car, there are a lot of ways of
Ooh,
making money.
nice.
Everything from chopping and delivering firewood, to putting
Okay.
ads in people's letterboxes, to illegally brewing sugar wine and selling it to the local alcohol.
What
One
the
of the best
fuck?
jobs you can do is finding junk cars by the side of the road and towing them back to the repair shop. The first bit of junk I found was this bucket thing. The day I chose to do this wasn't exactly ideal. Saturday. The rally would be on, and cars would be flying down the dirt road every few minutes. That, however, was not the issue.
I was
The issue
hit by
was
a
these
crazy
guys
car.
standing by the road to watch the rally.
You dick of
and
a-
my less than optimal driving.
Ooh, holy shit.
Unbeknownst to me,
But
this
I don't
action
think.
had sealed my fate.
Oh?
Since it was
There
Saturday,
is
the shop
consequence?
wasn't even open.
I
so
was
left the
going
junk
to say
there
that I
and drove
don't
the
think
rest of the
there is
way home on the
consequence,
dirt
but
track, where every few minutes an idiot rally
let's see
driver
what's
would
gonna
smash
happen.
into me
What's
at
gonna
incredible
happen?
speed.
And another bugged
Back
car.
home, I sleep. Today was going to be good.
The sounds
Today
of
was
this
going
game.
to be productive. Today I was going to get the bat.
Oh, there is consequence.
Oh shit. Yep. That guy
Yeah.
I ran over earlier, he died.
You killed that guy.
Well, shit. Prison.
Jail days.
Our stay here was for 10 days. May not seem so bad, especially considering we murdered someone, but 10 days in my car is 20 hours. Factoring
Holy
in sleep, our
shit.
stay here could be as low as 15-ish hours, real time, no abusing save states, just sitting here.
And to let the gameplay. What the fuck?
Okay, time's up.
Let the game be opened.
In prison, I had hatched a devious plan. Robbery. Timo's, a simple establishment. The grocery store on one end and the pub on the other. The pub has this inside. A slot machine. Timo lost the keys to it a while ago, so it's just been sitting there collecting cash. The plan was simple. Drive the tractor into town, smash the window with the fork, attach the machine to the fork, and violently yank it out of the store.
Okay.
The plan sounded good enough, and so, the heist was on. I loaded up the tractor and drove it into town in the dead of night. There, I found our victim, Timo's pub, and the slot machine inside. Unlucky for us, though, were these two guys outside. So, with some quick thinking, I used the tractor's fork loader and, moved them. I smashed open the window, attached the machine to the tractor, and yanked it out with ferocious anger. I took it to the sports field, laid it down on its front, pried off the back plate with a screwdriver, and began ransacking it for everything it had.
Nice.
Everything it had turned out to be 7,000 marks. Not bad.
Good
a
enough, I
celebration
guess.
was in order. I popped over to Timo's and bought myself a pizza for 2,700 marks.
What the fuck?
Somehow he knew I had broken his window and had fined me for my trouble. Prison had made me a violent, angry man. And this sent me completely over the edge. I smelled back a healthy 10 beers and began pissing and shitting all over the place. These fucking bastards had locked me up for doing basically nothing, and now they were taking what was rightfully mine. I drank more. I pissed more. I punched this guy in the head. I took the slot machine to the highway and placed it in the way of oncoming cars. I was here to tear down society. Fuck it. The rally was on. They wanted to lock me up for running over one guy. Well, how about I run over all these fuckers? Well,
154
shit.
54 days. What the fuck?
3 days in prison is a long time. About 230 hours of waiting that I definitely waited for. It gave me time to think, to consider,
There's a
to
restart.
ponder. Was I on the right path? Was a life of crime really for me? No. Once I got out of here, it was time to build the car and win that goddamn rally. And in no time at all, I was out. Our first task was getting the car inspected. I wouldn't even be allowed to participate if the car wasn't road legal, so I had to make it road legal. To do that, I needed more money. And no, I would not be partaking in any more crime to do this. I was a new man. So, my first money-making venture was illegally brewing sugar wine to sell to the local alcoholic. You know, like a businessman. Firewood. First you chop it, then you deliver. 3,400 marks. Sewage. My uncle lost his license traveling at 169 kilometers an hour on the M31, and he's given me the keys to his sewage truck. Suck out sewage, get paid. Sewage. More sewage. The sewage truck is very big. Make sure to drive it carefully and watch out for that pole. More sewage. The tank is full. Time to dump it in the waste treatment plant. Whoopsie, I accidentally dumped it all over the floor. We got cash. Upgrades. Rear wing. Very important. Gauge cluster. Bam. Tachometer. Bam. Drunk man is calling. Drive him home. Money. Green car driving. Fuck. Okay, listen, mate. I just need you to fuck off.
That is so
right now.
There is still people
Grandma
to
wants
play this
groceries.
game.
I buy Grandma a bunch of groceries. Drunk man, delivered home again. Sugar wine
Seems
sold to
so
drunk
much
man.
work.
Sewage. So much sewage. Dead moose on the highway. Wait a minute. This isn't Finland. Timo wants me to advertise. Okay, Timo. I'll advertise for you, Timo. I have flipped the car. Picking strawberries. Man insults you while you make a terrible wage. Who are you looking at, you fucking dickhead? I forgot about Grandma's groceries. They've all gone off. Here you go, Grandma. 8 kilos of spoiled sausages and 20 liters of moldy milk. Yes, Grandma. That's awesome, Grandma. Can I have my money? Yes, Grandma. Really cool, Grandma. Okay. Finally. 74 marks. More sugar wine deliveries. Hey, look. It's Penna. I'll just stop to let him cross the intersection. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping better B. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Inspection. Will we pass? Will we fail? Who knows? Well, this guy does. How does he know? Just fucking banging on the car with a screwdriver. Yep. And what do you know? We failed. You fucking dickhead. Do you know who I am? I need this car right now. You know what? I'll be right back.
What he has to do to pass the inspection?
I fixed up everything Mr. Inspection Dickhead wanted me to fix, got him to hit my car with his trusty screwdriver again, and what do you know? We passed. The repair shop owner Fleetari caught wind I had shat all over the inspection shop parking lot and rewarded me with a 50% discount and 10 bottles of the strongest booze in all of Finland. Thanks, mate. Gentlemen, the time was upon us. The car was working well.
Let's
it was
go.
registered
Finally,
and it had a few
to the
day
to
was
the
Saturday.
race.
I could just tell big things were going to happen today. I drove up to the rally sign-up station and signed up. Well, I would have signed up if I hadn't forgotten my helmet. Shit. Satsuma was in fact drivable, but had been having a few issues with the suspension. Quite a few issues, in fact. Cornering was basically impossible, and when I hopped out of the car, it did this.
What the hell?
I found that if I took a wheel off and then just stuck it back on.
Ooh, bro.
So, rally o'clock.
This always
it
happens
was.
in this game.
I drove to the start, this guy counted me down, and off I went.
Nice. Finally racing.
The race did not last long. Oh no!
Ooh,
Oh no!
ooh,
Oh no!
ooh, it's
No,
gonna
no,
break.
Fuck! Shit! Attempt 2. This time was even worse. No! No!
And flip again.
Attempt 3. This time was even worse.
What? Ooh, he's dead.
Attempt 4.
No,
This
it's a
time I
good
took
one, I
things
guess.
a little slower. Instead of barreling around the corners at over 100 kilometers an hour and flying off the track, I took them at 80 kilometers an hour, keeping all 4 wheels in contact with the ground and preventing any crashes. This strategy worked. I didn't even crash once throughout the entire track. Just, you know, after I finished. Slow and steady does win the race, boys. Now let's see what we got.
Bro.
Dead last. Oh, alright. Okay, I guess I'll, All hope wasn't lost. Stage 2 of the race was tomorrow, and it was the same
Has to
route
learn
as stage 1,
to
but in
drive
reverse.
fast and
Surely
not
tomorrow,
flip the car.
I would redeem myself. I took the car
If
back
there
to
is
the
a way
start
to
of
do
the rally
that
and
in
parked
this
there
game.
overnight as per the rules. Except I didn't read the rules closely enough, because I parked in the wrong spot. To get to the start of stage 2, I'd have to take the highway, which has a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour. I'd been completely ignoring the speed limit, which turned out to be quite a costly mistake.
Ooh, the cops again.
This little fucker got me going 115 kilometers an hour. Only 15% over. I'm sure the fine isn't that bad. Shit.
Ooh.
That is a lot of money. I didn't have the money to pay the fine, so I just gave him the finger and fucked off.
Huh?
Anyway, I had a job to do. Get a good time on the
Another
second stage
glitch.
and try my best to get out of last place. And before I knew it, the rally was on.
Let's see.
On the straights, I got up to 100 kilometers an hour, and in the turns, I could manage just a bit below that. Of course, going at this speed with my flimsy little car, mistakes were bound to happen. We spun, but we could keep
At
going.
least
Then we
he
flipped the
did
car,
not flip. Yeah, now he flipped.
but we could keep going. Then
Nice.
we launched it into a ditch.
Oh,
The door was hanging off, but we could keep
but
going.
still working.
And then we hit a rock.
Oh. And
We could not keep going.
it's over.
I was extremely close to the end, so I jumped out of the car and legged it all the way to the finish line. I still had a bit of hope, despite all the tumbling around of the car. We had driven fairly well, and so I checked our time. It, wasn't good.
Junior class.
My time was so bad, it didn't even show up on the leaderboard. A time so terrible that it sent me spiraling into a deep depression. I drank a case of beer, drove to Fleetari's, found the 10 bottles of booze, and drank until I blacked out. And blacked out again. And blacked out again.
Oh shit.
And again. And
Do
again.
the
again.
character gonna die? Maybe.
And then it was next week. During my bout of violent alcoholism,
Dirtiness in the maximum.
I found 9,000 marks of unpaid fines on the kitchen counter.
Ooh.
Fucking 9,000 marks and unpaid fines. So, I was in a lot of debt, the police would probably be at my door to throw me back in jail soon, and I still had a rally to win. Things were not looking good in the Mart household. I needed money, and fast. So when Mr. Drunkman called at 2 AM asking for a ride home, I obliged. I picked him up, and he began his usual drunken hour. But this time, he let me in on a little secret. His wife had bought a winning lottery ticket, and he had stolen it and the money without her realizing. He said he kept the money hidden away in a suitcase. How much money? 5 million marks.
Holy shit.
If I could find that suitcase, that would be enough money to pay off my debts and build the rally car.
If he's telling the truth, because the drunky motherfucker could always be lying.
My dreams. Did I really want to steal from this man? I had sworn off a life of crime. Yet here I was considering stealing millions from this guy who thinks he's my friend. Approximately 3 seconds of pondering later, I concluded, money. To find the briefcase, I would have to scour the entire map. Every little nook, every cranny. Oh, look, there it is. I threw it in the back of my car and drove home, having a minor accident on the way. Shit. I opened the briefcase, and oh my, that is a lot of money. Literally 15,000 presses of E later, I was left with 1.5 million marks. Much less than the advertised 5 million, but hey,
but it's still a bunch.
Spent it on sugar wine or something.
Wow.
It was time for some upgrades. I bought the entire catalog. The best suspension, the best carburetor, nitrous, a new steering wheel,
maybe
all the cool body
it's gonna
packs,
get
the best
easier to
radiator,
complete
ion
the race.
dynamometer to measure our immense power. And most importantly, a cool paint job. Gentlemen, the car was ready for round 2. I gave it a good test on the highway, and of course, I got pulled over and fined 30,000 marks on the spot. Fucking dickhead. The car was ready, but I needed some practice. So I took it to the dirt track and drove the route over and over. Every corner, every gear shift, each slight bump and bend. I even got rid of the stick shift and switched to paddles for speedier shifting. And a couple of hours of practice later, we were finally ready for competition.
Let's see.
Saturday, the start of the round.
Gonna do?
Big things were about to happen. This dude counted me down, and off we went. The car was very fast. All the upgrades had turned it into an absolute weapon on the track. I shot past the repair shop, around the sharp bends, went a bit wide on this turn and hit a tree, but let's ignore that. Past the turn off to my house, past Grandma's house, over the train tracks, and across the line. The pace felt very good, and checking the standings confirmed my suspicions. Ooh, yes.
First place,
right,
nice.
First place. I was officially in the running to actually win the rally. All I had to do was have a similarly good performance on stage 2. I took the car back to the parking area and parked in the right spot and went back home. Tomorrow, I was gonna win.
Let's see what's gonna happen. Some shit gonna happen.
This sleep was a bit different. I was not woken by the pleasant sounds of the Finnish countryside or even the phone ringing, but by a belligerent drunk man in my room with an axe.
Bro.
Turns out he didn't appreciate me taking his money. Fair enough. Well, with him subdued, I went to finish the rally.
Yeah.
Stage 2.
That's
this time I parked in the correct spot and wouldn't be incurring a time penalty. I took the car to the start of the next stage, where I signed up, and before I knew it, the rally was on.
Let's go. Ooh, nice.
All that practice had paid off. I knew the corners. I knew the bumps. We flew over the train tracks, past Grandma's house, past the turn off to my house, into the sharp left turn, past the drunk man's house, past the repair shop and the mansion with wasps in it, through the farmland, and before I knew it, the race was done.
Maybe first again? But in the second stage... Ooh.
Oh yes.
Nice.
We had driven pretty damn good, and we're 30 seconds ahead of second place.
Castaglia. Perrica. I concede.
I knew just how to celebrate. The fireworks back home. On the way back,
yeah,
I
there
crossed
was
the bridge.
fireworks on this game.
I'd crossed the bridge many times at this point, but this time, it felt different.
No way. What the fuck? I did not expect this end. In games like that, that there is a bunch of glitches.
For sponsoring this video. You can download them from the link in the description.
That has a bunch of glitches and
or you can go hunt warts or something. I don't know.
It seems things were not supposed to work right. You don't expect the world to react to you in the way that this one reacted. Okay, that was it. A very crazy ending, I guess. At least he could do the rally, and he got first place. Okay, if you liked it, please give a like, comment something, and subscribe. Uh, no, gonna end it. Okay, I ended the recording. Just waiting for the Remux thing to the Remux thing to okay, it ended the recording. Let me change the name of the video so when I post on YouTube I know what I am doing. This one's gonna be getting killed even more in my summer car react. Okay, now one more, and this last one is a big video. It was recommended to me after I watched the Limbo video. Get killed. Okay, save it. It's Mystery of the Druids, a bizarre adventure game. I think I'm gonna get some coffee before watching it. I really liked the Limbo video that I watched. Let's see if I can find it. Uh, 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 here, this one. Limbo of the Lost. Okay, I really liked that video. Let me get. I'm gonna get some coffee, drink some water too. Maybe use the bathroom before starting because it's a big video. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes. Let me just open something here on the side for me to see how it's going. Okay, let me go get some coffee and drink some water because I feel my throat. And use the bathroom too before starting this one. This one gonna be big. Bad tracking because I use Android. When I have money, I'm gonna buy a iPhone 12. I think is the one that people use to do the tracking, but I'm not sure. Okay, let me start recording. Yeah, let me start the recording. Hello, hello! The video original is on the description. If you can open, it's a big video. It's a 1 hour 14 minutes video. It was recommended to me after I watch one video from this guy, the limbo video. I really like it, and this one was recommended to me. Okay, the link is on the description. If you can open in a new tab to let it play and give a like to the original creator, so you can give him his view. If you could do that in the computer, would be very nice. If you like this video, please give a like, comment something, maybe recommend something, and subscribe would be very nice. Okay, let's go. It's a 1 hour video, kinda long, but I have time. I have some free time. Not every time that I'm gonna watch a video as long as that, but today is okay.
You've seen this image before. It's the cover for The Mystery of the Druids. It's a 2001 adventure game, and this face,
I never
well,
saw this face.
that's just the beginning.
Let's see. Another crazy game. Oh yeah, I watched a Maxo video, I think, and there was a reference to this guy. I watched the Ultra Kill video. Yes, I think there was a reference to him, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure right now. Ooh, what the hell?
This was a long time coming. A while back I talked about Limbo of the Lost, and honestly my brain still doesn't let me accept that that was real. However, that's a game that's insane right from the get-go. You know you're in for a ride from the very beginning. Fuck. Many adventure games are like that, but this one is
of the
deceptive,
characters, the faces of the characters, and the ending. I really liked that ending. The singing, the singing ending. And in this game, it looks like the faces are kind of similar. Maybe the game was made in the same program, or maybe with the same author. Maybe I'm not sure. I don't know.
Sure, you have Screaming Druid cover, which has been a joke for like what 20 years now. It is funny, but it's also overshadowed the game itself. On Steam, it's mostly negative, but that could be because no one there can actually run the damn thing. And neither can I, because like the review said, I crash constantly and it freezes up. Luckily, GOG released a fixed version a few years back. The wording was a little strange, but they seem to be big fans. Luckily, GOG released a fixed version of—
Some games are destined for greatness, on a way or another.
a few years back. The wording was a little strange, but they seem to be big fans of the game. Really big fans. I mean, look who was QAing it. And the second they found out I was doing this, they put it on an absurd discount and the page is all weird and... Okay, look, before all this, something seemed odd about it. So like Limbo of the Lost, I'm here to take you on a journey. After all, a cosmic horror hiding under something innocuous is perfect for Halloween. It has Dolby Surround plastered all over it too, so look forward to some great audio. In fact, some of you have been looking forward to this a little too much.
Shit.
So now let's get past the credits and,
Let me
in
see
fact,
again.
some of you have been...
What the hell, bro?
looking forward to this a little too much. So now I'll skip past the credits and begin the descent.
Oh, let me read the names.
So now
a game by Tobias Ischachite and Martin Gunterford. Gunterford? I don't know how to read these little points on the O.
Skip past the credits and begin the descent.
Ooh, the start is already strange. It's kind of a cult or something like that. Oh, the druids, maybe a cult of druids. And what the hell? A bunch of babies? I already feeling the strangeness. Let me drink a bit of my coffee. What the heck? He's gonna sacrifice them or something like that? What the fuck?
Okay, you got all that? We're then taken to Scotland Yard where we meet our hero and his boss. It's not clear yet what the druids have to do with anything, but I guess that's the mystery.
Now look here, Detective Halligan. I've got used to being surrounded by a bunch of incompetent, half-baked blockheads. But your smart, well-dressed colleague Lowry has just earned himself the golden badge of stupidity.
The same as the other, a very strange face, very strange animation.
Halligan, we've got a bit of a problem.
To save some exposition time, your coworker Lowry has thrown an innocent man in jail for murder.
Ooh.
Said man was then murdered in jail and the real killer is still on the loose. So now Detective Halligan is taking over and the chief seems furious about it. Why does he hate Halligan so much?
There's no point in asking you to clear up anything more than a common bicycle theft. But this does have to be the murder squad. I am the chief of this department. All I have for choice is that blockhead Lowry and you.
And this hair.
Okay, Chief. What do you want me to do?
And so it begins.
Oh.
The first thing Chief
So the cutscenes has a different animation from the game.
Or does is chastise you for not knowing Lowry's case file. This is actually a readable document. It's a PDF for the GOG version, but the physical game came with one.
Ooh.
It's all pretty irrelevant, it just tells you that Lowry's an asshole and he got the wrong guy. We knew that already. Halligan, however, is struggling.
Well, all right, these things happen. But how do you know that the man Lowry arrested didn't commit the murders?
Very simple. Dead people don't go around committing more murders. No sloppiness now. I want results. Sensible results. The press has already been terrorizing me this morning. The killer must be found. Do I make myself clear?
Of course, Chief.
Of course.
From here you properly control Halligan and it looks like your standard adventure game fare. You can click on random items to hear more information, but also click on Miller again to hear more about the case because Halligan seems clueless.
Okay.
Halligan, it's well known that you'd rather read those crazy books of yours during office hours than taking any real interest in the affairs of this department. But it would now appear that you've even stopped reading the newspapers as well. For months now, a killer's been running around in London, taking victims apart and leaving nothing but bones for us to find.
So there is a serial killer. They got the wrong guy. He died and the killing continued. So maybe... And what about the beginning of the game, the cutscene? So those people in that could have something to do with it. And the babies. What about the babies?
You can read about it in any newspaper.
We now have confirmation that a super Zodiac killer was running around, and we're now playing a cop who had no idea about it. But he has excuses for that.
I don't pay too much attention to what the papers say.
From here you can move around and explore the station. Halligan's office seems like a good place to start, and it looks like a bomb went off. And the decor is... What?
What the...
God save the Queen. Even if she's wearing a really ugly green suit.
Okay. We also learn Halligan's a recovering smoker. That doesn't seem crazy for his job until we find out he's been smoking a carton a week. That's 28 cigarettes every day on average. Things only get stranger. A week.
How much?
Smoker. That doesn't seem crazy for his job until we find out he's been smoking a carton a week. That's 28 cigarettes every day on average.
28 cigarettes per day. What the fuck? And how his voice is normal? He should have have a smoker voice. You know what I'm talking about?
Things only get stranger.
Good to know that there are intelligent life forms out there. In here, I only meet weirdos like Detective Lowry.
Well, that's what the chief meant by insane books, since apparently Halligan's been studying crop circles, along with other conspiracies.
John Sinclair,
so
ghost.
You read about conspiracies. So he's the guy that's put on the case of the killings, and he has conspiracy head guy, and I guess someone that is gonna look up the strange things that happen.
My favorite book. Unfortunately, there's no pizza in there anymore.
Pizza?
Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza in the whole of London.
Okay, English viewers, have you ever heard anyone there natively say pizza? I'm going to guess no, because this is a German game. The thing is, it's really the only word that gets mangled like this. A voice director out there had to be insisting on pizza. The other word they get weird sometimes is, ironically, druid. Sometimes they're druid. This is the mystery of the druids. Anyhow, Halligan grabs essentials like apple juice, a scarf he stole from a coworker he likes, and with each moment it becomes more terrifyingly clear why Miller did not want Halligan on the case.
The cleaner will empty the ashtray.
Yeah, the guy... It makes sense. He doesn't look like a good detective, so it kind of makes sense. The director, not director, the chef, the boss, not wanting him to be in the case.
The chief had been going on about just how much Lowry.
The chief, okay, the chief. I don't know why I say the director. What the heck?
He screwed up the case, so let's pay him a visit. Now we can.
What the? And this is the rival, I guess. The rival detective, the Ikemen with the sports cars on the and very neat, very organized by Carlo. Okay. But his pose is...
Why is there droning ambient music? Why is he floating like Vivek? I know the obvious answer is it's some kind of bug, but it's not that simple. If I go on the store page for the game, it's a featured screenshot. These are created by, or at least approved by, developers. In other words, this is...
This image in the side, the druid with a leg, I guess.
The word of God, this is how it's meant to be played. Images of him in the chair are either fake or some kind of copy protection. The game has barely begun and I am already so full of questions. What is Lowry's purpose here?
Hello, Lowry.
Oh no, not you, Halligan. You're all I need at the moment.
That's a nice suit you're wearing.
Don't humour me, Halligan. You don't know a thing about suits. A blind man would know from 100 yards away that you bought your stuff at Woolworths. What do you want?
He's here to bully Halligan.
Just a quick question, Lowry. Have you seen my wallet?
Your wallet? You've got a nerve. I haven't really had a very pleasant day so far, as you might have noticed. Why would I worry about your bloody wallet?
Larry, could you just give me a sensible answer? I'm looking for my wallet.
So what? Do you think I've got it? Why don't you just go and clear up your oh-so-tidy office? Maybe you'll find some of those things you allegedly just wanted to borrow for a while.
Let's not argue, Lowry. I need some information from you about the last investigations.
You've got the file, Halligan. I suppose you can read. And now scram.
Lowry, I've read your file. There's just nonsense in it.
Do you know what I think, Halligan? I think I don't need to tolerate a detective in a £20 suit walking past my door criticising the quality of my work.
If my suit was more expensive, would that make your file any better?
Very witty, detective. Yes, really very witty. Tell me, haven't you got anything better to do than crack jokes?
Thank you for being so very friendly, Lowry.
Bro, what
Enjoy
the
your
fuck?
spare time.
Just clear off, Halligan.
I've gotta say, besides the whole pizza thing, the voice acting and direction is really excellent. You've barely talked and you can already feel the history of the rivalry. You can mess around in his office for a bit.
Just by entering the room, you can see he's a rival. He's the tight guy. The office is very well put together, and you are the crazy that read conspiracy books and things like that. There is a, what's the word? Juxtaposition? That's the word? I don't know. There is something that make it, the two of them opposite, I guess, to each other.
Learn more about how Halligan views the world.
Books? He's got books? They're probably just for show. Meant to impress the ladies.
Speaking of ladies, there is one in the office you can talk to. The one who Halligan has her scarf for some reason. You can't actually return it to her yet, but I think her neck has bigger problems.
What
it turns out Halligan is mainly on his own and is locked out from the police information database. This is strange, but you can investigate it further. I've been abridging it, but there are several conversation options you could try out when you're talking to people, and even go back and replay the game to try new ones. In the case of Janet here, you have the option of screaming at her.
Damn bureaucracy. I need to make an inquiry, Janet, right now.
If you start shouting at me, I shall see the chief before you can count to 3. Do you understand?
Naturally. From here, Halligan can start hitting on her. He does as well as you'd expect by now, but we also get a glimpse of just how unself-aware Halligan is.
Listen, Brent, I don't feel like going to a stinky, cheap pub, drinking watery
Everyone likes this guy.
and talking about darts, pizzas, and aliens.
That sounds completely fair, even off the little we know. His office is full of pizza and aliens, but does he roll with it?
Janet, what's up? Has Lowry been talking nonsense about me again?
No, Halligan, and he doesn't need to either. You talk enough of it yourself. And now, please be good enough to let me carry on with my job, okay?
I understand. Lowry has been talking about me, and you believe every word he said.
I believe only what I see, Detective Halligan. And right now, I can see a man right in front of my desk who is wasting my time.
The chief also confirms Halligan has been locked out of the database for his own good. He darkly alludes to some business with the royal family, but doesn't go into detail on it. Only that it caused weeks of national chaos, so maybe we'll find out more later. You can stick around a lot longer, but I've had my fill of office politics for the moment. So it's off to the latest crime scene in Epping Forest. We get
bureaucracy is always, you know. Just by saying bureaucracy, if you have ever to deal with it in work environments, bro, oh shit, I just remember the Samsung fabric. I don't want to remember right now.
Get new creepy ambient music. The crime appears to be another one of the infamous skeleton murders. Just like the chief said, there's nothing but bones. Halligan probes the on-site officers, but they don't know anything. No forensic evidence besides the bones, and no witnesses. So from here, all you can really do is poke around in the bones. On a meta level, it's also the first clue of what the puzzle gameplay will be like.
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
You need to bag the correct bone. Can you tell yet? Well, it's the big femur off to the right. It's not too bad, could be worse, like the burnt grass you can also pick up. If there was any doubt, now the player knows for sure that pixel hunting is on the menu.
Oh, I guess to discover this, you're just clicking everything in every pixel on the that you can see.
That's all that can really be done here, so back to the yard.
That's a big...
Time to bring the evidence down to forensics.
What do you think about this?
This is grass, Halligan.
You don't learn much beyond the grass is slightly burnt. I'm saving you a lot of speculation.
Oh yeah, the people in the beginning cutscene, they called fire. I remember now. Maybe this is one of them. Something like that happened to them, maybe, I don't know.
Can bones get that hot in the sun?
The femur is significant, but forensics can't find anything on it that's helpful. You're then directed to visit a Dr. Turner at the Oxford Anthropology Museum. I've got to say, we do have the groundwork for a great game here. People being vaporized into skeletons is silly, but it is a compelling mystery. We've also got solid, well-voice acted characters to work with. So far, my biggest drawback is just how ugly everything is. The characters don't look awful in the 2D background.
Until now, the game is okay. Let's see how it goes from there.
Or something like that, but everything's been very drab so far. Thinking back 4 years, Ray in the Blade Runner game is wearing a near identical wardrobe to Halligan, but his animation has infinitely more life to it and the backgrounds are so rich. Halligan runs like there's something wrong with him and there's not much to the background yet. Oh well. Maybe someone else can fill us in on the database issue.
Let's see how it goes.
I know that you'll say no, but I have to ask for your help.
You do actually need help, Halligan, but not from me. Try a social worker.
I didn't see any inquiry results from the information department in your file. Is that right?
Of course, thanks to these bloody new security regulations, which were introduced thanks to you, Halligan. If you hadn't gone and put an arrest warrant for Prince Charles in the computer after Princess Di's accident, we wouldn't be in this mess.
A warrant operation for Prince Charles after Princess Di accident. Princess Diana, I guess?
That was just an innocent joke.
Innocent, yeah.
Jesus, Halligan sure has a thing with the royal family, huh? Well, it's off to the museum to meet Dr. Turner, and it's closed. So that sucks, but looking around might yield some answers. There is a payphone on the right side of the museum, but Halligan's wallet is still missing and he has no money. It's no big deal since there are plenty of phones back at the office anyhow. Seems odd to have it though. Taking a look at the other side, there's a hobo begging for money. He barely has anything, but he's still richer than Halligan at the moment. It's apparent the beggar's been living a hard life.
I've lost everything. Everything. No money.
Halloween fun fact. In the files, his theme music is called the Beggar with No Hope.
No flat, no future. I'm finished. Simply finished.
Have you tried working?
Listen, mate. You won't.
What the fuck?
Long story short, he hasn't seen Dr. Turner. You can't.
You have nothing. You have no house. You have no hope. Have you tried working? Homeless. Just buy a house.
Can try to barter for his change or outright steal it, but that's not happening. Instead, you can steal his extra flask. So it's back to the office to use the phone.
I never use the receiver. That thing is just too heavy. Using the loudspeaker is much more comfortable.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll do that. If I can actually find it. Oh, there we go. Oh Christ, it's a puzzle. Well, your phone is a no-go. Halligan was making tons of long-distance international calls for no apparent reason, so the department cut him off from making outgoing calls. Now the adventure really begins. No one in the office lets Halligan use their phone. Since he calls the Caribbean for no goddamn reason, I think this is justified. But it does make me wonder... Oh,
a glitch?
But it does make me wonder what he was doing. No one gives Halligan change either. He owes gambling debts to every single person in the office except for Lowry.
Could you lend me some change?
You haven't found your wallet, have you? Well, sorry, Halligan, but this is Scotland Yard, not the Bank of England.
The Bank of England is the central clearing bank, Lowry. You can't draw any money there.
Indeed. Just try it somewhere else, then. You won't get a penny from me.
I don't even know why I bothered trying. I dig around the Scotland Yard for change, but I don't find any. Instead, I find bottles in the lab I can dust off and some fingerprint powder. It's not a pixel hunt, but it doesn't stick out either. Halligan notices they have bottles of medical ethanol and immediately gets jealous.
You've got a great job, Chris.
Nonsense, Halligan. Do you think we spend all day getting drunk with medical alcohol?
You're gonna kill yourself with that.
Why don't you just try this stuff?
Bet taken. How will it go?
All right, here we go. Cheers.
Bro.
To your health, Brent.
An interesting aroma, isn't it? Brent, aren't you feeling very well? Brent, are you sure you're
okay? What the hell? And the strange animation.
God damn it.
Now you can dust for fingerprints to show you the bottle that he said he was going to take is the one that has prints on it. I guess he's just being cautious? Then Halligan mixes it with apple juice. Halligan has poison now. Where is this going? Oh no.
I've got something for you. Apple schnapps from Detective Halligan's home distillery. My own brand. Would you like to have a taste?
Bro.
Serious? All right, pal.
To the homeless
As
guy?
dry as the
What
bottom
the
of a
heck?
parrot's cage.
Why don't you drink it all? I don't mind. And it's a cracker, I can tell you.
Cheers, mister.
Cheers.
What the fuck?
This kills him instantly. Now you can rob the dead hobo for pocket change. Halligan has crossed the line here.
You can just you can just kill the homeless guy to get his penis? What the fuck?
I can safely say that looking at
The craziness is starting.
this cover, I did not expect poisoning the homeless to be a central plot point, but here we are.
It's an essential plot point to kill the homeless guy. I thought it was just an option that you could try something different. You know?
Admittedly, most adventure game protagonists are huge dicks. It feels weird in this case because everything has been so grounded up to this point. Then again, the poisoning itself was grounded too. It wasn't a magic sleeping potion, it was a lethal dose of alcohol.
Yeah.
This is the point where I became fully committed to the game. Not
Yeah,
only is Halligan
now
weird, but he seems to
you
have
have
no
to go to
regard
the
for human
end.
life.
Now after killing the guy, you have to go to the end. What did he say?
Where I became fully committed to the game. Not only is Halligan weird, but he seems to have no regard for human life. I have no clue what he's capable of now. Anything, really. Halligan puts his sick loot drops into the phone and can finally call the museum. The woman the late beggar mentioned answers it.
Who are you? And why are you calling from a phone booth outside the museum? Has something happened in the street? Has the beggar been attacked again?
Who?
Ooh.
The beggar? Oh, no. Well, not exactly. It's a long story, and I doubt
just
you'd be
killed
interested.
him.
I just wanted.
She rightfully hangs up. Stuck again. So it's back to the yard for answers. It turns out the woman is Dr. Turner's daughter, Dr. Melanie Turner. She didn't want to talk to you because he didn't know her first name like some kind of mythological creature. Now I could go right back to the phone, but while I'm in the office, how about some more hostile conversations? Turns out Larry had a date with Janet.
I'd really like to know how a braggart like you managed to get a date with Janet.
Well, you know what, Halligan? Women do like a winner, don't they?
Okay, I need to talk about Lowry more. Him floating above his chair adds so much to all these conversations. Even though he's in the background, if Lowry was sitting in his chair, Halligan would be towering over him. Instead, he floats above his chair and their gazes meet. Now, it could be a metaphor, and this is just how Halligan views Lowry. His social status is so far beyond him that he's basically floating. Halligan's a monkey looking at a monolith. He just can't comprehend it.
It could be a metaphor or just a glitch.
He just lords his superiority over him. This frame by itself says so much, and it's safe to say it hasn't gone unnoticed. Lowry awakens something in certain people that I still don't understand. It could be the rivalry aspect, I've seen a lot of manga renditions, but then there are so many crossovers and things get strange and abstract. It doesn't even seem like I learned anything, I just feel more afraid of the world. Anyway, back to Oxford.
The bone is from the body of one of the victims of the skeleton murders. I take it you've read about them?
Oh, good heavens, yes. What can I do for you?
Couldn't we discuss that inside?
Certainly. Come on over. I'll let you in.
Finally, Halligan meets Dr. Melanie Turner. Her father is away on a trip, and she's wary to answer the phone because she gets weird calls. Halligan doesn't bring up the dead beggar. It's not a big surprise. Typically, adventure games hope you forget stuff like that. Getting Melanie's help at all was an excellent idea. So far, she's the first character not to be openly hostile or dismissive towards Halligan. She's so much...
Maybe she don't know who he is.
It's better that you actually play as her for this little section. The background is way more interesting than anything I've seen so far. Being able to use tools to investigate instead of just arguing with people is a nice change of pace. She finds gold embedded in a mark in the bone and matches the mark up to a sickle. And studying a magazine gives us the answer we've been waiting for.
According to the historian Arthur Blake, the Britannic Druids carried out very bloody sacrificial rites. We found out that such rites took place at major celebrations of the Celts. He assumes that consecrated golden sickles were used for those rites.
And how does he know about these things?
He learned about it from old inscriptions he's translating at the moment. Interesting, huh?
Celts? Druids? Quite some time has passed since then.
You say Celts? I always read it Celts. I think we call them Celtas here on my language. So when I saw Celts, I would always read it as Celts. So it's Celts, okay.
Hasn't it?
Of course, but the descriptions in the article absolutely match the findings on your bone, Mr. Halligan. I'm sure the author of the article can help you.
It's a long shot, but it's the best lead so far.
Yeah.
Melanie's an expert on ritual sacrifice, so she's a godsend. So of course, Halligan tells her that he thinks it's weird for a girl to know about that. No choice but to visit our godsend. So
sacrificial rites, that's an unusual research field for a young woman.
of course, Halligan tells her that he thinks it's weird for a girl to know about that. No choice but to visit Arthur Blake, the druid expert.
Ah, it says Blake. This must be the place. I'm a detective from Scotland Yard. I have a few questions I need to ask you.
Scotland Yard? What's this about? Is something wrong?
He kind of sounds like a bassier Howard Stern. His office is nice, and he clearly parties. There's a lot you can interact with for fun, including...
nice. Ooh.
An oil painting. It's not quite to my taste.
It can't be.
Is the boat?
As it turns out, Melanie wasn't kidding when she said Blake was an expert. If you keep asking questions, he will go on about druid lore for over 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and abridge the absolute hell out of that. Blake explains what happened in the first cutscene of the game.
It says that the last of the druids saw the fall of their priesthood coming in the year 1000 AD. In the confusion surrounding the final destruction of the order, a demonic superior druid seized power. Surrounding the final destruction of the order, a demonic superior druid.
A demonic superior druid?
It seized power, using his knowledge of druid magic, not for the good of his people and to honor the gods, but to submit all of mankind to his rule. In order to secure the survival of the druid's tradition, and to complete his devilish work, he organized a final ritual, transferring the knowledge and power of the last of the druids to 5 infants. These infants have always been referred to as the inheritors.
Go on.
The druids' inheritors require the life force of other people to complete the
That's
ritual.
why they die in fire.
How do they do that?
According to legend, the flesh has to be cut off the bones of living humans and to be eaten. Only then can their life force be transferred.
You mean the victims of these skeleton murders were practically eaten alive by cannibals?
By druids. Yes.
I don't believe it.
The worst is yet to come, Mr. Halligan.
What?
Worse?
What could possibly be worse than that?
If such skeletons have been found in London, bearing marks of a golden sickle, it can only mean one thing. The inheritors are preparing for the perfection of their final ritual.
Which means?
The myth says, once the ritual has been completed, the world will become a place governed by evil. Dark magic will be unleashed upon the world, and mankind will have but one choice: to obey or to die.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's a bunch. That's a plot. Okay.
The stakes have risen somewhere into the goddamn stratosphere if they're true, and of course Halligan believes it. Blake explains that to complete the ritual, they'll need an item called the Amulet of Transformation. Shockingly, Halligan does want to see proof. Yep, there it is. Must be true. It's easy for your eyes to glaze over with a lore dump like this, but I did notice the "why are you in a wheelchair" question is almost always available. It's like Halligan is barely paying attention and just really wants to know why he's in a wheelchair. The answer is the Druids, because it's always the Druids. Blake heavily implies he was attacked by them at a book signing. This could be more common in England than I think. Maybe a druid hit JK rolling over the head with a blackjack or something. It was probably before the 4th Harry Potter book. Oh wow, yeah, don't write about druids, everybody.
In Celtic times, a member of the learned and priestly class, bards, magistrates, scholars, scientists, teachers, sacrifices, seers, priests, druids were apparently skilled in wand making and considering anything with a wood stem a tree. Produced wands made of vine, a tradition that was still followed by Garrick Ollivander in the 20th century. Druid is on Harry Potter. Okay, I never read it and never watched any of the movies, so I don't know anything. I know just the basic that you see everywhere, I guess.
They don't like that. So Blake sends Halligan off to France to try and find the amulet. This moment marks the beginning of the Salt arc. It's the deadliest in the game, and you'll soon see why. You saved for sure before this.
This loading screen.
It may look and sound pleasant, but I've legitimately had nightmares about this screen.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
How are you?
All right.
Not being very talkative.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
Well, that was enlightening. So let's try the fisherman.
I like your fishing rod. It's a beauty.
Yes, nice, isn't it? It's an enhanced fiberglass telescope ultralight 47. The latest model.
Man, he loves that fishing rod. The fisherman has a lot more to say and confirms there's a ruined ancient castle in the area. So Halligan runs off to the castle and you have failed the salt art. If you leave, there's a good chance you've soft-locked yourself. I'm not even sure that going to the castle causes it. For a while I even thought that not picking up the burnt grass could cause it. I don't think that anymore, but I still have no clue. This is your home until you figure out what to do. The answer to that is you keep talking to the fisherman until he tells you the captain's name. Addressing the captain by his full name is the only way he'll talk to people.
Oh.
Didn't that just happen? Why is this happening again? It could be an old German custom. Maybe if you knew a guard's full name in the Holy Roman Empire, they let you buy the Tollbooth Castle for free. Or the developers just want to make life harder.
Capitaine Charles de Neuve, aren't you?
Yes, that is correct, my boy. Charles de Neuve, Captain of the Merchant Navy of France. How do you know my name?
I've been talking to a friend of yours, the fisherman over there at the jetty.
Pierre? Ah, yes.
Old Pierre.
Now it's the opposite problem where the captain never stops talking. He'll tell batshit stories, but keep him going. Don't you dare let him stop. Not until he tells you about the druids.
Around 1000 AD, the Druids came there. You've heard of the Druids, I take it?
Oh, yes. Quite a lot, in fact. Go on. Where did these Druids come from?
They were the last of the Druids from Britain.
Really?
Yes, really, my boy. One day, a salt seller by the name of Gergen came to the castle of Carmore and asked the evil lord for a drink of water. But the lord set his dogs on the man.
Go on.
Out of revenge for the lord's cruelty, Gergen hurled a handful of salt at the castle, which tumbled down immediately, burying the lord beneath it.
But why?
It was an ancient druid curse.
That's fine, but that opens more questions.
How
do you know
destroy
all this?
a whole castle?
Through the magic of the druids.
I hate how things are explained so
It's the
much.
magic.
That's salt.
Okay, there's salt in the boat, so how do we get that? Something needs to reach it like a fishing rod. The fisherman loves it so much that he won't even let Halligan borrow it. So Halligan starts probing for weaknesses.
The captain has a cat.
Yes. He lets her out here on the jetty in the morning and takes her back in at night. And the damned beast spends all day slinking around here.
You don't like cats?
I hate cats. They steal the fish from my bucket or get tangled up in my fishing line.
That's all you need. If the cat now appears, you're good. If it doesn't show up, you need to repeat the ritual. More stories for you. So what you do here is,
It's called a fucking waiting puzzle.
Yeah, it's a waiting puzzle.
Waiting puzzle.
Okay, here's how to do it. Creepily lie in wait until you can properly ambush the cat. Use Janet's scarf. She'll never get it back at this point.
Okay.
Captain de Neuve's cat. A rather stubborn beast, and on top of that it has fleas as well.
He's gonna
Halligan then
kill
unleashes it on the fisherman to knock his bait in the water. This puts the idyllic fishing visit on hold.
It's that damn cat again. She's knocked all my bait in the water.
I thought he was gonna make another kill. the way this protagonist is kinda crazy in the head.
A third time this week.
Calm down. You can always get some new baits.
What about my fishing tackle? What about my telescope ultralight 47 for 800 francs? I can't leave it here unguarded. It could be
said the whole
stolen.
name.
I'll have to take everything with me, just because of that damned cat.
Don't worry, Pierre. I'll keep an eye on your things.
Would you?
Of course. No problem.
Thank you, my friend. Then I'll go right now.
Okay, now we got to the rod.
Yeah, Halligan straight up robs him here. He scrapes the salt off the boat and never returns the ultralight fishing rod. I've legitimately had a nightmare about that fisherman at the end of a long, dark
What
tunnel.
the heck?
Who knows what he could have caught with such an amazing rod?
According to my theory, it looks like this.
Now you go to the castle. Yeah, this seems right. You'll find 2 items in the castle. Jack and shit. So check the cemetery next door, using the useless case file to open up the gate. Maybe the captain should have given out a key instead. It's a big cemetery with a lot to explore, but Halligan is also being watched.
There is a guy?
I'd prefer to hurry. I was wandering here for a while because it's not clear what to do. It's actually simple, you just need to inspect a certain grave. If it's hollow at the top, it's good to go. The next step is obvious. Take the salt from the boat and then crush it up with the victim's bone from earlier. You know, I did toy with the idea of having a Halligan crime counter, but I'm not a lawyer or anything. This also isn't taking place in my country. Still, Halligan is using forensic evidence to crush up salt in a cemetery. I think most countries would call that perversion of justice. Anyhow, the next step is clear.
Huh? Ah, he did the curse.
It seems to have worked.
Why would that work for Halligan? Why would that work at all? He's not a... Wait,
Making no sense.
Through the magic of the druids.
Fine, get the medallion, leave the mausoleum, the salt arc is over. Unfortunately on the ferry ride...
What if he's one of the inheritors and he don't know? Maybe could be a plot. you discover that you was one of the babies. I don't know, just
back, Halligan wants to chase seagulls up on the deck or something. So he looks around, finds a good hiding spot, and then leaves to do whatever he does.
God, what's been going on here? Someone's broken into my cabin and searched through all my things. The amulet. Where's the amulet? It's been stolen. I don't believe it.
Did you find the amulet?
That's a long story.
Stolen? How did that happen?
No idea. I hid it in my cabin during the crossing. Someone broke in and rummaged through all my luggage.
Was anything else missing?
No, not a thing.
Someone must have been following you.
Yeah,
I didn't notice anyone. Who could have known I'd been looking for an amulet in that godforsaken dump?
Certain people may be taking a great interest in your investigations, Mr. Halligan.
The castle.
Do not underestimate the power of the druids.
Fantastic. I'm just so glad the salt arc is over. Never again does the game have so many back-to-back dialogue trees that you have to answer in a very specific order that's ultimately pointless. We don't see those characters again, and we don't go back to the castle. Having a weird timer, borderline
sneaking was told to
section is a terrible idea, and the threat of a soft lock is always looming over you. What I find noteworthy is that characters who don't know Halligan yet are either polite or just kind of, cordial with him. Without fail, Halligan will then take advantage of them to do God knows what. It makes the entire beginning of the game fall perfectly into place. Halligan's coworkers know him. They're perfectly aware that Halligan thinks more like an insect and will screw them over at the first opportunity. They alluded to a ton already.
No empathy, I guess. He killed the guy just to get the pennies.
You eat pizza in your office and I go to the cinema with Janet. That's the way things work.
Back on track, Blake explains the villains are actually called Neo-Druids. Blake hypes them up as essentially being Deus Ex villains and implies that they're running the Illuminati. Back to the yard to research them.
Halligan, into my office at once!
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
Come on in. I suppose we should be glad that you drop in now and then.
What's the matter, Chief?
You know, Halligan, I was just asking myself what you've been doing.
I've been investigating, Chief.
Well, have you? And do you know what I've been doing? I've been dismissing loads of press people, worried citizens, and politicians from my office. The phone hasn't stopped ringing since this morning. The mayor's been to my office, and I haven't seen much of you. When do you expect to come up with results?
Very well, then. I was visiting an expert on druids.
You were what? Halligan, have you lost your marbles? You're not supposed to be indulging in your hobbies. You're supposed to be solving the skeleton murders.
Is that all, Chief?
No, that is not all. One of the phone calls this morning was from the 4th District in Oxford.
Uh-huh. And?
A beggar has been to see them.
Oh,
He
shit.
claimed that somebody had first put him to sleep and then robbed him. And do you know who that person was?
Who?
No, a man who calls himself Detective Halligan. Our colleagues looked into the central personal database and guess what? They found a man by the name of Detective Halligan, and he works for my department. What do you say to that?
Holy shit, I did not see that coming back.
When did you receive the phone call from our colleagues?
Oh, less than half an hour ago. Have you any idea how embarrassed I was about the affair? The colleague I talked to said that the beggar still had some of the substance he'd been knocked out with.
He's still alive? I thought he was dead. A little better, but not by much.
Medical alcohol with apple juice. Halligan, please tell me you didn't do it.
I had nothing to do with it, Chief. Honestly.
Well, I hope so, for your benefit. From now on, I expect you to start looking into the case at hand.
Chief, the beggar must be mistaken. It's a mix-up.
A mix-up? I hope so. If these accusations turn out to be true, you can spend the rest of your professional life washing police cars. Then get out and do your job. And Halligan, if I should hear that you are conducting your investigations in any dubious or illegal way, I'll take you off the case immediately.
Understood, Chief.
Halligan is officially on thin ice. Let's check his voicemails.
Brent? Hello?
What the hell?
Is that you? It's your mother. I haven't heard anything from you for months now, Brent. Is that any way to treat your mother?
Oh, God. That's all I need.
He's ignoring his elderly mother? What?
Hello, sir. This is Al's Pizza Palace. Your account from last quarter has not yet been paid. It amounts to £275. Please see to it within the next few days, otherwise we will have to stop serving you.
£275? Wow, that's my personal record.
Okay, stop. The smoking problem seemed ridiculous, but Halligan has a pizza tab. Is there such thing as a pizza tab? I like it a lot, but that's a different level. Since Halligan mentioned the Bank of England earlier, I used their inflation calculator. Halligan would now owe about $600 US in pizza money. Combine that with a carton a week, and how is he not dead? His boss also left angry messages, and the Deus Ex druids left threats, but that's not nearly as interesting. Halligan is still locked out of the database, so puts together an elaborate plan. He'll have the chief sign a requisition form from our pencil sharpeners. Under that will be charcoal paper, and under that will be the real information form. Two major problems. The charcoal sticks out and can be seen, and Halligan is Halligan.
Do you know how to operate the copying machine?
Yes, I do.
But you're not going to tell me, right?
You really are a clever boy, Halligan.
What the hell?
Alright then, we need to get the scissors.
Halligan?
Yes?
Might I ask you what you think you're doing?
I just wanted to borrow your scissors. Just for 5 minutes.
Forget it.
Don't make such a fuss about your blasted scissors. I won't break them.
Bro.
Oh, you won't break them, Halligan. You'll lose them, mislay them, not bring them back. You'll do with them what you always do with anything you lay your hands on. I am determined not to lose anything ever again, Halligan, especially not to you. Do I make myself clear?
That's justified. Lowry's scissors might be the only thing left bounding him to the material world. Getting them will mean trying a new tactic.
Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you?
Third tactic. Halligan may be locked out of making outside calls, but he can still call within the department. So using the angry boss voicemail, you can trick him out of his office. Just another normal day in the Scotland Yard. The deed is done, and the chief falls for it.
You need new stationery again? Halligan, you'll lead this department to financial ruin someday, do you know that?
Yes, sir. No, sir, it's nothing extravagant. I could do with a new pencil sharpener, that's all.
When will you learn to take better care of your things, Halligan?
Finally, database access. Even in movies where cops are being set up to take a fall, they have less obstacles than this. Just point me to the nearest radical druid.
She never goes up, she always just sits like that.
He once filed a complaint against Lord Sinclair for disturbing the nightly peace.
Is that all?
That is not workable at all.
Some months ago, a gardener was killed on Sinclair's estate.
Maybe this...
The murderer was never found. After the murder,
Can
Lord
be...
Sinclair and his order were under surveillance for some time, but there was nothing conspicuous to be found.
Something of the druids?
Ah, that's interesting.
This is starting to seem like an investigation almost.
Okay.
It's a genuine surprise after so much nonsense.
Halligan! Where are my scissors?
I've no idea. I thought they were on your desk just a minute ago.
Don't lie to me, Halligan.
Bro,
I know you got them.
His face
what
looks
was that
from
business with the
here.
chief all about?
I really don't know what you're talking about, Steve.
Let me make myself clear. I hate that kind of thing, Halligan. I've had quite enough trouble with the chief for one day, thank you. Now tell me what it is you want.
Nothing, really.
Then get out!
Halligan shows surprising foresight by making a report copy for Melanie. And wouldn't you know it, an old friend is there too.
Hello? Haven't seen you for a while.
You get lost, you crook.
I really thought that he killed the beggar.
Nicked all my pennies. Me last 60 pence. It's bad enough I get robbed, And the police do nothing about it. Now you coppers are nicking the stuff yourselves.
Hey, you shouldn't see it like that. Let's say it was business. I really needed money for the phone, and you got my lovely homemade schnapps in return.
This does show Halligan's not a complete psychopath, but instead justifies his actions. That could actually make him scarier. I don't know. The Sinclair estate could have the answers.
Scotland Yard. Please open the door.
I regret that his lordship does not receive beggars, salesmen, and police officers as a matter of principle, sir. Besides, Lord Sinclair is not at home at present.
Damn it. Now there is a hedge on the right side, but there's a fence and it's electrified. Halligan can't scan through physical objects yet. So going to the other side, you meet a kindly gardener. He's very friendly and open about anything suspicious he's seen. It doesn't amount to much. He has heard therapeutic scream exercises out in the backyard, though. What a helpful man. Of course Halligan would think to start a raging wildfire.
Bro,
that way when the gardener runs for help, the detective
this
can
guy,
steal his head.
This protagonist is a menace.
Clippers. It's like getting a scissors.
He has to at least get the killers, I guess. After doing all that, bringing problems to people, put things on fire, poisoning beggars, stealing fishing rods.
Upgrade. Good thing too, because you'll need both to breach the fence. And as Lowry predicted, the scissors are destroyed. Getting through the fence feels like being at the DMV, but once you do, you are rewarded.
What the
hell? How do you do, Mr. Halligan? How nice of you to visit us.
You know my name?
Oh, the guy
Certainly.
from the castle.
Lord Sinclair has been expecting you.
He has? Is that boss of yours some kind of psychic or what?
Why don't you ask him that yourself? Let's go.
Okay,
they walk all the way to the door in this cutscene. I'm skipping it.
What the hell?
Mr. Halligan, it is a great pleasure to meet you in person at long last.
Were they trying to jump scare?
The pleasure's mine. Would you mind telling your charming pet gorilla here to point his damn pistol somewhere else?
Please forgive us this precautionary measure, Mr. Halligan. I happen to be a distrustful man. Jack.
Lord Sinclair, now that we've met, there are a few questions I'd really like to ask you.
Certainly, certainly. After dinner, I will answer any questions you deign to ask me.
Oh, man.
Until then, please be my guest. Jack, please be good enough to show our guest to his chamber.
Such a strange face.
You do not seem to be quite aware of the situation you are in, Lord Sinclair. I'm a detective from Scotland Yard.
It takes Halligan 2 straight minutes of conversation to understand that he's being captured, so I'll spare you that. You're in prison, so do you click the bed to pass the time? No. Instead, admire the artwork.
Oh
you
yeah,
keep admiring it. It's
photo.
famous. So night falls and Halligan attempts an escape.
From the beginning.
Part of it is logical, part of it is moon logic. For example, removing a nail from the wall by using an entire painting. I'm amazed at how much I still don't accept this in adventure games.
What was that?
Someone being killed.
The escape works and kind of looks like the Resident Evil mansion. There's no sign of Palpatine, but you do find armor of his from the 1400s.
Oh, yeah,
he must be one of the inheritor super babies that the demon druid made. The table is also prepared as promised. There's still not much to go off of except for pictograms of strange symbols and these drawings on the wall. The gardener did say that the screaming was out back, so that's the place to look. And there is something to see.
Ritual.
Hey, what the...
Maybe it's the gardener being killed, or someone random. What the hell? What the fuck? Now you have to run. And What the fuck was this cutscene? What the hell, man? And the still
Well, Mr. Halligan, I don't believe I have introduced you to the gentlemen of my club yet. This is General
You still go
Myers
back
of the
inside? What the
British
fuck?
Army.
British Army?
Next to him is Bishop Stevenson.
Bishop?
Sinclair goes through all the Druid Illuminati members. Don't worry, we'll never see them again.
Oh,
As it
okay.
turns out, they were waiting for Halligan, who has wasted no time before eating.
As you may have noticed, the meat we are eating at this meal has a rather unique flavor.
Is the
It is human
human?
flesh, Mr. Halligan.
And he ate it.
This flesh is the source of life force. It grants us strength and power. You will soon discover the incomparable feeling of power for yourself.
Holy shit.
It will be grander than any feeling you have ever felt.
And he ate
Very
it.
soon.
And he gonna
Wait,
eat.
He's still eating it. But wait.
What the fuck
Wait.
is going on,
Okay,
man?
there could be a few things happening here. Is Halligan under mind control? Does he not care about eating human flesh?
Just
Was he just
don't
not listening
care.
again? Is he trying to trick them? Could this all be a Five Nights at Freddy's prequel?
A world ruled by druids.
It could be any.
I must admit your investigations had us worried for a moment, Mr. Halligan. We had even made plans to put a stop to them by arranging a little extra. But you are a very lucky man. You will witness
What
the
the
great
fuck?
day yourself, and you will be there on the right side. For by eating this flesh, you have become one of us. Welcome
So
to the circle.
he's lying to them, or?
I'm not sure if worrying that Halligan will sniff you out makes you incompetent, but letting him join you 100% is. He won't be such a good druid when you see your phone and pizza bill. So now it's up to Melanie to solve the mystery of the druids. She's a lot smarter than the
He's
human
really
beetle
gonna-
Halligan is, so I like her chances. She follows Halligan's report,
He
immediately
really
figures
gonna
out that
go
they're
to the
lying,
side?
and then breaks in herself. There are some rocks on the ground. That's cool. I can just break for the window.
Stop right there! Hey, what is that?
Leave me alone, you bastards!
Well, there's no need to be that upset. What are you doing here,
Bro,
sweetheart? Are
what's
you
gonna
looking
happen?
for something?
I...
She got through the hole in the fence.
Oh, little lady. You shouldn't have done that. Now Lord Sinclair will have a surprise guest for
One
his dinner
more
tonight.
human to
What?
eat.
What are you going to do to me?
You'll find out soon enough, sweetheart.
That's creepy. I didn't mess with this in editing. It looks like I'm stuck. Well, oh.
Oh, okay. It's a cutscene, guys.
Mr. Halligan! Oh God, I'm so glad to see you. What are you doing here?
I'm preparing dinner.
You're having dinner with Lord Sinclair? That bastard got me locked in here. I really don't want to have dinner with someone like that.
You're not being asked.
What? Mr. Halligan? Is everything all right with you?
Come with me, Miss Turner.
Where?
Into the garden. I have to prepare dinner.
In the
He's
garden?
really gonna do it, or
Mr. Halligan,
he's just lying?
What are you talking about?
I don't
What's
know
wrong
which
with
this
you?
Come
protagonist.
with me, Miss Turner. Dinner will be ready soon. And you will be our guest of honor.
With this protag, you never know what's gonna happen. The skeletonized body of Dr. Melanie Turner was found in a forest near London only a few days after this conversation. So he killed her.
What?
What?
The end? Game over. Who would think this game has a bad ending? Pardon me, I meant an ending where you can lose the game. Guess I'll try that again. Of course, this was a sneaking mission. Using the rock you found, you can distract the guards all the way to the front of the building. Now you can move into the window.
Okay. So it's a bad ending. And the Halligan is really a villain now?
Stop right there!
What? How?
What the hell?
You have to hide in the second bush first. I don't know why. She gets in, and this room is more Halloween appropriate. I'm still processing how 0 to 100 the violence got. I think the screams distracted me from just how fucking brutal it was. Maybe that can set a radical shift in tone. This room is full of wonders.
That looks interesting.
Neat, but it's not important. Neither is the skull totem, the sacrificial blood altar, or the bone
What
bucket.
the hell?
Instead, there's a more clever puzzle. Significant parts of the painting line up with a safe combination. And wouldn't you know it, the amulet is back, along with a parchment I can't read. It could be important to Plapatine, I just don't know yet. Maybe Blake could know more. So we head down to... uh-oh.
Her face.
Mr. Halligan. God, what a relief.
Huh?
What was that?
What the fuck?
Have you gone mad? What's wrong, Brent? Why are you hitting me?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, God, stop it! What's the matter with you? Don't you recognize me?
So it's really mind control, I guess.
You have something he needs for a puzzle. Your life is over.
So he really is being mind controlled.
Brent, you bloody idiot.
That is such an understatement. I do like how they played shocking music stings, like Halligan doing that is supposed to be surprising. Him doing that's not a shock, the whole game set it up. He just does whatever he wants.
What happened?
Brent, is that you? Do you recognize me?
Of course I recognize you. Bloody hell, what's going on?
Now he's back.
Oh my God, I'm feeling sick. Everything's spinning.
I had to hit you over the head. You were acting like a madman.
Wait, I just have to get it together for a moment. Oh, Melanie, you can't imagine what I've gone through here.
You? Someone died. In fact, you helped eat him at a late brunch with Count Dooku and the White Glove Society. Halligan claims eating the human flesh messed with his brain. You can't be mind-controlled before eating the mind control poison. Still, kind-hearted Melanie accepts the story of alleged mind control for why he was slapping her.
Open the door! Open it at once!
The guards, Brent, they're at the door. We have to leave.
Open the door! Jack, get the key!
Yeah, Melanie,
No.
I think you're right. We really should get out of here.
No,
And
run
we should do
away.
it now. We made it.
Yes, thank God.
I've done a lot of
Very
editing,
easy.
far too much invisible work to really count anymore, but I did not edit that at all. That's the big escape.
We have to go, Melanie. Now.
Where?
To Mr. Blake. If anybody can tell us something about the incidents in this house, he can.
Okay, let's move.
Okay, the guy
Mr.
in
Blake.
the
Jesus
chair.
Christ, they're really picking up the pace, huh? Well, you know how Blake scenes go, so I'll try to condense it. Essentially, he starts raving in a series of Jaden Smith tweets. Something about how druids think time and space is bullshit. A nearby ruin called 12 Bridges may hold the key, but it's uncertain. He can't translate the parchment yet without a rare book. He suspects that Sinclair's trying to stop people from time traveling to stop him. That'll
What the
help
hell?
tighten up our story.
Time travel.
Time travel? Fuck, I can't read it. So Halligan goes off to the Oxford Library
Out
while
of
Melanie
nowhere.
goes home to do something. They don't say, so I'm guessing they just didn't know what to do with her here. Well, Halligan shouldn't have a problem because the Bodleian Library is the second largest in Britain. When I was in school and for work sometimes, I would use their online database all the time. They have mountains of good information. So when Halligan goes in, he's gated off by one mean librarian who won't help him. You could try to look for the book manually, but oh, that's not happening. The library does
Too
have
much
a
books.
single computer. It's being used by a senile old man who keeps forgetting why he's there, and he also refuses to get up. He does make the mistake of revealing that his car is parked out front. Plus, he left the
And-
windows cracked because it's a hot day. Halligan can easily fish the lock open with a wire from that electric fence. You remember that, right? The wire. The one right down there. Shockingly, you can go back
Bro.
if you missed it, but wow.
What's going on here? What are you doing to my car?
Me? I didn't do anything.
Well, the car alarm's not in the habit of going off by itself. Here, what's this? Someone's been fiddling with the door handle.
Well, it wasn't me.
Well, I don't see anybody else.
Do you really think I'd break into your car and then just stand around here waiting for you?
Yeah, that'd be kind of psychotic, wouldn't it? What you should do is plant a library book on him first. That way, when he tries to run out, he'll trip the security alarm and get detained. Now that a confused old
What
man
the
is being sent to the
heck?
spice mines, he can finally look up a library book. You would think that'd be the end of it, but no, it's their reference copy. You're not allowed to check that one out. So go back, disguise it with a different book jacket, and now you can get it. The new book makes the librarian instantly friendly. A lot is weird about this scene, but I want to keep it moving. Blake gets the book and begins the translations. He also implies that Melanie may have feelings for Halligan. Could it be love?
I'm touched at your concern.
Now, don't go imagining things. After all that's happened, it's only natural that I should be worried about you.
Okay.
And Mr. Blake.
Apparently the something she was doing was a little more than nothing. She's stopped by the Scotland Yard and Saruman is pressing charges for burglary. Even worse, Halligan is now officially off the force.
Don't tell me he's handing the case back to that thick-headed, big-mouth Lowry.
I wouldn't know. All he said was that he expects you to hand the file
Bro.
to him as soon as you get back to the yard.
I certainly will not. This business is just too important to let go. I don't care what the chief says. I'm going to carry this case through on my own.
Yeah, now there's magic. There is magic in the case. You are already ate human flesh, so might as well go to the end of it.
What is it? What's happening?
Leave me! Get out of the danger zone!
Another.
Here, take the parchment and go!
What happened to his voice?
Wow, is...
Let's get out of here!
You get out of here. I'll follow you.
Oh, it's back now. So they're gonna leave an old man in a wheelchair and not push him out?
Get out of here! Quickly, run!
He's gonna die. Bro.
Holy shit.
This is not a druid magic. This is some fucking battle mage magic. A fucking meteor, a fireball explosion. What the fuck?
I believe you have something of mine, Mr. Hannigan. I shall give you until sunset to give my property back to me.
The random intense violence is gonna keep me on edge. First, the man is randomly carved up alive, and now without warning, someone could be completely obliterated by a predator drone strike. I didn't think druids would have that kind of thing. What is the mystery of the druids anyhow? The killings? We know they're doing that. How long do they stare at the explosion?
Bro.
Oh God! Mr. Blake! I have to go back and get him out of there!
He's
Are
dead,
you crazy?
motherfucker.
Don't go. It's pointless. You can't help him anymore. He's dead.
Yeah, you're right.
You can get to his car?
Oh my God, what an inferno.
Maybe.
Let's get out of here, Melanie. Otherwise we'll be next.
The car is okay.
Where can we go? To Scotland Yard?
No, that's not a good idea. The chief inspector's waiting for me there. We have to try to move the Gate of the Worlds. If we want to stop Sinclair, we have to stop those who gave him his power 1,000 years ago.
You believe in that Gate of the Worlds thing? It's just a myth, a fairy tale.
The question is not whether I believe in it, Melanie. The question is whether we have any other options.
Time travel is the only way. And now things get emotional.
Could I ask you something personal?
Oh,
That
man.
depends on just
Out
how
of
personal
nowhere?
it is, Brent.
What did you think of me when I first came to your museum?
What did I think?
Romance?
Brent, do I really have to tell you?
Of course you don't have to. But I'd like to know.
What the heck?
I'll tell you, but only if you promise not to be angry with me.
Ooh.
Oh God, is it that bad?
Well, do you promise?
That's not a choice. I have to know.
Okay, I promise.
I thought this unshaven bloke's wearing a totally unfashionable coat.
What? That's what you thought?
Yes.
And was that all you thought?
You ask a lot of questions, Brent. I think that's enough for a start.
Are you married?
Oh, well,
Was that too private a question?
yes. No. Oh, I don't know.
What?
You don't have to answer.
It's all right, Brent. I was married.
Okay.
I got married as soon as I was 18. You know.
Melanie reveals she was in a socially pressured, borderline arranged marriage. He spent the entire time yelling at her, treating her like trash, and cheating on her. Even after finally gathering the strength to divorce him, he
what the
continued to
fuck?
harass her for years. No wonder she hated strange calls. Damn.
He even waited for me in front of the museum and swore at me. I had to call the police.
Oh God, what a psychopath.
I feel bad for her, even as I puzzle my way up to the castle. Who would think the game would take such a dark and heavy turn? Anyways, then they time travel.
Ooh. Ah, okay. It's time travel. This is the music of the game?
We've traveled back in time.
Do you really think so?
Uh-oh, here comes company.
Bro.
They
At
look like
what
soldiers.
year
Panic.
did they
Let's
travel
find out what
to?
they want.
They've been the past maybe 30 seconds and both are captured. Look, even the menu has gone back in time.
What the fuck?
What have we here then? Look, John. The Danish whore's woken up.
Point 1, I'm not a whore. Point 2, I'm not Danish.
Do you hear that? She's got a sharp tongue in her head. If you're not Danish, what are you?
Oh, this one goes on a while. Look, they're not very good guards.
What? John, you numbskull. I thought I told you to go to the market and buy some provisions.
Why me, blast it? Let her go, the lazy so-and-so.
Do you want her to escape? What a fool you are!
Don't call
Why
me
did
a
they
fool.
capture
Then
them?
don't be a fool! Then I won't call.
What is this plot? What the fuck is going on, man? Do they gonna go back to the future?
What you want?
I said, don't call me a fool.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
Melanie offers to make them both love potions, and they accept it. In fact, they demand it. I always thought love potions work the opposite way. You give it to someone to make them like you, not you drink it to like them more? The puzzle is to instead knock them out with poison. This is all a little familiar. Maybe her and Halligan would make for a good couple. Oh god, I think I'm starting to think in Halligan logic. It is amazing the guards are doing this and not expecting to be poisoned. This is a deceptive puzzle too. You need to figure out what herbs make what colors in water, then combine the colors in the right order to make the poison. That doesn't seem too bad, except sometimes this happens.
Now it's turned into a brown slop.
Oh, I failed. Dump that out. Start over. Except not really. Messing up makes the brown slop, but also when you're doing the correct recipe, that'll also make a brown slop. That is so deceptive.
The water in the bowl is absolutely clear.
So the guards get chaliced and you're free to go in the basement. There is a front door, but there's no getting out of it.
This really is one hell of a rat's nest. Where are we, anyway?
Melanie needs to remind Halligan that they time traveled. With Halligan freed, they then escape through a secret tunnel, which looks a lot like a maze. Thankfully it's not. Just go wherever.
There's not a glimmer of light here anywhere, Brent.
Oh!
What was that? Are you still there? Brent? Brent, this isn't funny.
What the fuck?
Hello? Is that you, Brent?
Oh, the castle the evil mansion showed. I believe this makes for Halligan's third imprisonment, though with all he's done so far, he should probably be in one a lot longer.
Them?
I'd break my neck climbing down there.
We have been expecting you. We need you. You are the one all our hopes are hanging on.
What's that? You've been expecting me? That's impossible.
Time travel
of course
shit.
He's the chosen one. I wish I could explain more, but it's never brought up again. This is Maglor, and he claims to be a good guy. An evil druid named Surston has taken over the Order and is preparing the evil infant ritual. Halligan and Melanie will be executed if they don't stop him in time. So once again, you're a prisoner, but free to wander wherever. There's lots of storage rooms, a kitchen.
Crabs. They're for snobs.
There are a lot of rooms here. I have no clue where to go. I am flying completely blind.
You? What do you want?
I take it you're Surston, am I right?
Surston.
And you are the man who came all the way here just to let me kill him.
Oh, this is Surston, the big bad guy. He's just hanging out in the office.
When the great day has come, and the ritual has been perfected, your lives will end.
Why don't you just kill us right now?
You are indeed lucky to be allowed to live for a few more days. My brother Maglor spoke up for you, and I was incapable of refusing him his wish.
Is it just me, or does he sound a lot like Balthazar Gelt?
There is nothing you can know. There is nothing you can bargain with. I will not enter into any deal with a useless creature like you. I will grind you underfoot, if it pleases me to do so. That is all.
I watched that video.
Me. Now get out of my sight.
When this video was recommended, the video from this guy doing discourse was recommended to a 5-minute video.
Shit.
Good grief. There must be hundreds of candles in here.
Okay, I'm still lost. Not sure where to go.
Now what do you want? Are you so eager to die? Your death will come soon enough. Now get out!
One moment, please. Just one short moment. May I ask you one more question?
You do not need to ask questions. It would be a waste of time answering you. You would not understand the answers anyway.
What the fuck?
Well, there is a front door too, which means even more to explore in the courtyard. There is a smithy, complete with a tortured Gachimuchi blacksmith in it. He could help with the locked door somewhere, but his furnace keeps going out. I have no idea what to do outside, so I go back in.
Brent!
Where have you been? I was worried about you.
I was just having a look around, and then I ended up here in the library.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm okay.
Melanie, we're in pretty serious trouble. What on earth are you doing in here?
Reading. They've got some really interesting books in here, Brent. Take this one, for example.
It's a book on the monastery's history. It was written by Christian monks.
And she just
says...
Hold on,
reading
Melanie.
shit.
Before you start your academic lecture...
Halligan, please listen. She knows about a secret escape passage, but it doesn't register with him. He has more in his mind.
Melanie, could I ask you something
Bro,
personal?
again?
Do you really think this is the right time?
No, probably not. But who knows if I'll ever get another chance to ask you.
Well, what is it? I'm curious.
If we ever get out of here alive...
Yes?
Would you... I mean, could you ever bring yourself to...
Go to Al's Pizza Palace for a pizza with you? Yes, I think I'd like that.
Hey!
What
How
the
did you
hell?
guess? Do you know Al's Pizza Palace?
I've never been there, Brent. But when I went to Scotland Yard to look for you, I took a look at your office. I couldn't miss the boxes.
Oh, I see. A bit untidy in there, isn't it?
You could say that.
Yes. I should try and tidy up in there sometime. But you'd come with me?
I told you, yes.
Right. It's a deal. I'll remind you about it.
Okay, Brent. I'm looking forward to it. But it might be an idea if we try to get out of here alive first.
What
do
the
you
fuck?
say?
Of course. I'm sure we will.
Even after all that's happened, I still find this kind of cute. After this, Halligan fucks up a bird's
kinda.
nest outside. The blacksmith could make a duplicate key, but you'd need a mold of the original. The castle may be large, but I can think of a few places to check.
Have you not been listening to me? Get out!
What
I'd
the
like
hell?
to stay and watch you.
I understand. You wish to see for yourself what lies in store for you. Is that it?
So if you keep annoying him, the big bad guy just lets you wander around. You find his key hidey hole so you can start the tedious process of copying it from here. Trust me, you're not missing out.
I said, do not disturb me.
So finally, you have the key to the underground area. At first
Okay.
it seems like relief, but this is the worst part of the game.
The worst?
It's a maze.
Oh,
It's a huge
shit.
maze. Yeah, look at his face. Me too. Every time you go in a door, it seems to spit you out randomly. I thought the lanterns could be a hint, but no. Those runes on the wall must mean something, but you don't get new ones until you know you're progressing. And you won't know you're progressing, because you'll go higher or lower or to the other side, and it seems
What
at
the
random.
hell?
The farther you go, the more doorways open up. The chance of screwing up just gets higher and higher.
Oh, this looks like it might prove a little difficult.
Use a guide, there's no shame. Especially when
Yeah.
you figure out that to complete the maze, you
always
need to
takes
go back the way you came 4 times.
Too much
including doing
time
it twice
to
in a row at
discover
one
everything.
point. So walk backwards twice, but you're making progress. A lot of people were calling adventure games dead in the early 2000s for some reason. There's no escape passage, but you do find a crystal ball that can show any moment in time. Adjusting it means mastering an ancient Celtic calendar, but you can just copy the one upstairs, then mess with the smaller values. You automatically skip the maze on the way back too, which is a nice surprise. At this point, I never expect mercy. So if you do it correctly, you'll see the ritual and the
Let's
magical... staff? Helen good old Maglor creates a plan. If you steal the staff, there can be no ritual. Halligan will need to escape the castle first, though.
Anyone wishing to leave the monastery is blindfolded and guided by Surston himself. Nobody can leave here without Surston.
Where are they? Bring them to me!
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Out there. I think I heard Surston's voice. He's looking for us.
Damn it, that's all we need. Lock the door, and then
This
let's get the
time
hell out
travel
of here.
plot. I don't
We've got
know.
no alternative but to jump. Now hold on.
Where does they go? Where did they go?
Lord of Metal!
What? A fireball.
Do you hear that?
What the
is it?
hell?
Oh, Maglor!
What the fuck?
That was close.
What about Maglor?
Maglor, are you hurt?
He hit me in the back. You...
He's dying. He's dead.
Now.
Don't talk nonsense. You won't die. Tell me how I can help you.
You are wasting your time.
Don't act the hero. What do I have to do?
There's mistletoe here. In the forest. You could try that. It heals severe injuries. Oh,
okay.
And look for it.
Mistletoe? What does that
Maybe we
look
can
like?
save
You
him.
will recognize it.
Okay. Don't give up. I'll be back in a second. There.
And it is
that could
music.
be mistletoe. I've got the mistletoe. What do I have to do now? Maglor? Maglor!
Ooh, he died.
He's already gone. Learning empathy from his travels, Halligan gives him last rites. Oh, just kidding, he's looting the body. The last section of the game is pure puzzles. There's really nothing noteworthy about it. It's basically the ending of The Fifth Element, just much dizzier.
There's a bunch of puzzles.
Not here. Let's wrap this up. The sacred elements are assembled and the staff is free. As always, things can't be that easy.
What are you doing?
Melanie!
Whoa.
Brent!
What the hell?
He's going to kill
This
me!
glitch.
Let her go. She hasn't got anything to do with this. I came here on my own.
You have something that belongs to me. Give it to me, now!
Brent, do what he says! He's serious!
When he has the staff, he'll kill
teleport.
us both. Listen, Sir Stan. I'll give you the staff on one condition. You must swear that nothing will happen to either Melanie or me afterwards.
What? That is your condition?
Swear on your honor.
It doesn't mean anything to me whether you sad creatures live or die. If you really want to hear it, I swear it.
On your honor.
On my honor.
Okay. Now let Melanie go.
Give me the staff.
I'll put her down here as soon as you let her go. Come here, Melanie.
Okay.
He is a great magician. His robes are white now.
Now our fates will be sealed. The ritual may begin. But first, I will take care of you two.
Huh?
You miserable.
Maybe something gonna happen to him because he's going against his promise. Oh, what the hell?
Whoa. Nah, they're just back in the future.
Ah, okay.
My god, the ritual! We must get to Stonehenge immediately! Sinclair is going to complete the ritual! Come on, Melanie, we've got to try to stop him!
Okay. And if they don't have a gun to do nothing.
Sinclair!
Mr. Halligan, have you come to witness our
fucking
finest
face.
hour? Very well, my friend. You are most welcome to come and watch.
Damn it!
The time has come. Let us begin.
Okay. Let's see how they gonna win this.
None of the powerful items can stop the ritual. Not the amulet, not any druid artifacts, nothing. Nothing except for broken hedge clippers.
What?
Brent!
What the hell?
Does he know what he did?
Sir Stan! The vow is...
Did he just killed her?
Brent!
Bro, this protagonist. I said it.
Does he
I said
know what he
it.
did?
What the fuck?
Sir Stan! The vow is broken!
What the hell? She was hurt, so the promise of the guy is over, I guess. What the hell is this ending?
Now the druids never existed or something. Honestly, Halligan is the best member of the Scotland Yard. No one else could have done this. He saved the day in his own psychotic
crazy.
way.
Melanie.
Oh shit,
Have they gone now?
my thing stopped? What the hell? Wait, let me pause the recording. What the fuck? It stopped out of nowhere. Let me see if I can close and open again. Ay, ay, ay. Out of nowhere. Okay, it's open. And it's back. Nice. Okay, it's back. What the fuck was this ending? She's gonna die?
Yes. Yes, they've gone. Everything will be okay. Just lie still.
Brent. Brent, am I going to die?
Nonsense. You're going to be just fine. Just lie completely still. I'll go and get help.
Don't leave me. Brent. It's cold here.
Bro.
I'm so cold.
She's gonna die.
Melanie!
What the fuck?
There's one last trick. Halligan has the mistletoe, and since the dinner party,
yeah, the
he's an
mistletoe.
ordained druid.
Oh yeah, true. He ate people. He's a druid. Nice. Will she still like him? Motherfucker just stabbed her out of nowhere.
Melanie.
Brent, what did you do?
I just practiced a bit of magic, that's all.
Brent.
What? What the fuck?
A happy ending.
Okay.
That's
okay, I guess.
1, 2, 3. Halligan's life was pretty drab. Racking up debt with the pizza tab. Then
the end music in the game?
Found the bones on the hollow ground. It's the mystery of the Druids.
What the
They all have an attitude. It's the mystery of the Druids. They all have an attitude. Lowry was blessed with dashing looks.
You don't have to think too much about it. Don't think too much.
Came and swiped the scissors. It's the mystery of the Druids. They all have an attitude. It's the
mystery of the Druids. They all have an attitude.
The Druids are coming. The Druids are scary. The Scotland Yard is scared and wary. But Halligan's
Jojo
coming
Pooz.
to solve the quarrel. No matter how illegal, corrupt, or immoral. The mystery of the Druids.
What the fuck?
They all have an
That's the
attitude.
truth. The mystery of the Druids. They all have an attitude.
It's the mystery of the Druids, a mystery.
And she still liked him.
It's the mystery of the Druids, a mystery for me and you.
The first time playing it, I felt like I was being poisoned, but I liked it a lot. The writing gives so much attention to little details that stack up. There are gaping plot holes at the same time, but it doesn't seem to matter. There's a ton of subtle, dry humor throughout the entire game. Once again, this is abridged. There are so many strange things that just couldn't make the cut. If you really want to play it, it'll be less than $1 in the pinned comment for a few days. With some cleaning up, I do think it could be an adventure game classic. Everything about it fascinates me, but there's some tedium that could be cut down. Who knows? Maybe if enough stupid demand is made, they'll do something with the franchise. Probably not, but it's fun to think. Anyways, have a happy Halloween, and stay safe out there. Hopefully now when you see this face, you'll think of so much more. I might go lie down.
It's definitely
The more I think about it,
a
there's a lot of
fascinating
parts
game.
I could be okay with forgetting.
He just stabbing her in the end. What the fuck? The Mystery of the Druids actually has a cut and the credit songs called The Keys. I wrote this stupid song because Content ID grabs the real one. Okay.
His life was pretty drab, racking up debt with the pizza tab. Then his life got flipped around when they found the bones on the hollow ground. It's the mystery of the Druids. They all have an attitude. It's the mystery of the Druids. They all have an attitude. Lowry was blessed with dashing looks. Got all the girls into all his books.
Good video. Was kinda in the bigger side. I think. Let me wait till the music ends. The Druids, they all have an attitude.
The Druids are coming, the Druids are scary. The Scotland Yard is scared and wary. But Halligan's coming to solve the quarrel. No matter how illegal, corrupt, or immoral. The mystery of the Druids, they all have an attitude.
The mystery of the Druids,
they all
have an attitude.
It's the mystery of the Druids, a mystery for me and
Another.
you. It's the mystery of the Druids, a mystery for me and you.
Don't wake the others yet.
This end was something else. Another awesome video. Between the two videos that I watched, I think I liked the Limbo video more. It was smaller and more crazy, I guess. But I still liked this one too. Thanks for the recommendation. This ending was, what the hell? The protagonist crazy for the beginning, so I guess that is it. The fact that Halligan's first choice was with no one whatsoever to stab his maybe girlfriend when any other chosen one would have stabbed himself to accomplish it. True, he could have stabbed himself. Okay, I guess that's it. What a crazy video, man. Okay, if you liked the video, please give a like, comment something, subscribe. Bye bye. Okay, I think that's the last video from today. What the hell is this? Someplace. Dance Drill, Dungeon by Design. Okay, that is about it for today. Let me name the video. I think I can stop the streaming right now. Okay, bye.